Okay. All right.
How's that? We got her fixed now?
Looks good on my end.
I believe we're live.
Right.
Let me check my alternate.
Well, see, we got to be 2 minutes late.
Yeah,
it's required.
Well, hello, everybody. I'm sorry about technical difficulties there. Somebody forgot to hit the button up there. Tonight's live, we got some special guests here. We got the Fuel Relief Committee right here on BareRose Garage, and they're here to answer any questions you might have about getting a little help to get to the No Name Nationals, because we all want to meet up there. And Big Mike, you want to take the floor again?
I'll try it again now that everybody can hear me. It's not going to be as funny this time because it's never as funny when you have to redo it, you know. So anyway, we'll just get right into it. So y'all know, let's see, everything's backwards on here. You know what I mean? So y'all know Clint,
yeah,
and Cousin Cletus. They're our other committee members. And the three of us have gotten together, and we're just kind of going over all of the requests and such up to this point. People who have requested assistance with fuel and getting to the event, who otherwise may not be able to make it. And if you are in need, and that's the thing that's going to keep you from being able to make it to the event, don't let that be the thing that keeps you from getting to the event. Because, you know, Buzz from Roadkill Customs, he started this fuel relief fund in order to see to it that we would be able to have, you know, as much participation as possible. And it's a great thing, man. I mean, he is absolutely, I don't even know how to say how absolutely generous that guy is, man, with his time, with his money, you know, and then all those who have donated as well on top of what he put in. I mean, it's really an amazing thing. And so if there's anyone who does still need help with the Fuel Relief Fund, you can get a hold of me at my email, and it's Mr. Big Mike Sr. at yahoo.com. Check it out. Buff's got you right there. I see Buff's the man. There you go.
One of the best mods.
I guarantee it. Buff's the man. So anyway, if you do need some help, don't feel the least bit self-conscious about it. You know, don't let that be the thing that keeps you from making it to this event, because, you know, we're really wanting to see everybody there. And I guess, I don't know. That's about all we got. I mean, so far, everything's running really smooth. I mean, we've been in contact with everybody so far who has requested funds. And I think we've got things pretty well squared away. Now, the one thing I will say is that we're wanting to wrap this up by September the 15th. We're wanting to make the deadline for requests for help with this, because the event is September 30th. If within 2 weeks of the event you're not sure still, you're probably not going to make the event regardless. I mean, now if you're within just a few subs or something like that, if there's extenuating circumstances, you know, we can do it on a case-by-case basis. And you know, we'll evaluate, you know, as it comes closer to time. But man, time's ticking away. I mean, we're what, 41 days?
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and the other thing is, the way that we're going to pay out on these is what we're going to do is to ensure that they are used for getting to the No Name Nationals, is what we are trying to do is get everybody to the event. And then you can get a hold of me. Everyone will have my personal cell phone number who is receiving assistance. All you got to do is just get a hold of me at the event. I will have checks in hand to give to you and to reimburse you, for the fuel you spent getting down there or whatever. And we really kind of have to do it like that, just in case, if we were to send out money ahead of time and something happened, you broke your ankle, couldn't make it, whatever, dog ate your tire, I don't know. But, we just want to make it as fair as we possibly can for everybody. And to answer your question, Buff, no, we haven't had any issue as of yet of not having enough money in the fuel fund to help the people who have reached out. So, at this point, we're still good. But, the event's getting close. And so if you're going to get in there, you better get in it.
And it's all anonymous. Don't be afraid of your name being thrown out there on Main Street and stuff like that. It's all anonymous. These three guys, I'm not part of it, but I will come out and say that I did put in for it. I'm not sure how much I'm going to need. I just told Mike this is the maximum that I would need. And then if I get down there and it's only $10 that's left in the kitty, I'm happy with that. So you can kind of work it however you need to work it, but it's anonymous. I'm just giving that out that, yes, I have asked for it, and that's the way I asked for it, to try to make it easy.
Well, nobody's going to, if you want to say you asked for it, that's fine. Nobody's going to put you out there, like you were saying. It's all anonymous, but don't be afraid to ask. It's even if you are tight on money, then you may consider it. So if it's going to be real tight, and when you get down there, you might have any money for food or something. You got to balance that out or something. The money's there, and Buzz and everybody else who donated as well, but especially Buzz. I know that's what he donated for, is to make it easier on people, because times are hard.
Yeah. And, oh, man, I see Mr. Big John Wilburn in the house. Hello, Mr. Wilburn.
Hey, John.
That guy
right
there.
Everybody that said hi in the chat. I'm on my phone, so I can't type back to you.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, man, I'm getting excited. How about y'all?
I've been excited. As soon as I heard about this thing, I was on. I'm ready to go, and I've been waiting this whole time. Now that it's getting a little closer, I'm starting a little nervous, but I'm still excited.
Yeah, I understand.
Now it's stress time. It's like, ooh, I need to get this done and this done, and so yeah, it's gonna be a great time though. It's gonna be freaking awesome.
Yeah. Well, so I don't know. I kind of tried a little test this week to see about my relevance, to see if anybody missed me, not being on YouTube this week. No. Well, I had one person reach out to me. So, I guess I was, missed a little, but anyway, so yeah, I've got just to figure out my fuel issue and wheels and tires and a little bit throw another seat in the car, and that's pretty much it.
Well, next year we'll have to put together a team that'll travel around and help everybody finish their projects
there you go. I want to be part of that, because I'm going to be the guy who's going to go in there and just get in the way.
Oh, you're going to be there. You're going to be the supervisor, huh? Be like, it ain't got no gas.
Uh-oh. John says he has something to show us.
Uh-oh.
Well, I guess you might as well just bring him on in.
Sure. Now that we've got, does anybody else have any questions in the chat concerning that?
Yeah.
Got our housekeeping.
We didn't really give Clint a chance to talk. Clint, you got anything to add, bud?
Yeah.
No, you guys covered it. That's why I'm not talking.
Yeah.
Repeat
Big
stuff.
Mike did a great job. So,
I couldn't have done it without y'all.
hey, he's been doing everything so far. I don't even know why we're here. We're just pretty, I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
That's what it was. I had to add some class to the committee.
Got
Well, I'll throw the link out there. Anybody want to come in? John, you want to come in and kind of scared of what he's got to show? It's
I
probably
know
that
what he's
little
got to
orange
show.
piece of paper.
I ain't going to tell you what it is, but I know what it is.
Well, boys, I'm going to jump into the chat. I've got a house full of teenagers, so
All right. Well,
probably
thanks,
going to hear them in there
Cletus.
yelling. But y'all have a great night. I appreciate you guys.
all right. Appreciate you, bud.
Thanks
Have a
for
good
coming,
night.
man.
Yeah, we didn't see an SB in here.
Oh, there's that orange.
All right, this is all I have for you. I'll make this quick. All right, so this is your number, right, BareRose? You get
42.
an upgrade. You get an upgrade. We're going to upgrade you from 40 to 938 hours.
Hey, that sounds like a
Looks
lot more.
better.
Is that better? It's
It
938 hours
better.
now.
That number goes down a lot faster, though.
Yeah, that's
Yes, it does.
that's gonna reduce quickly.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Wow.
Now people are going to tune in Friday to your live and go, wow, that dropped fast.
Well, you'll get another 8 hours, count until the gate opens. But
Wow.
if you want to say 9:36 until the gate opens, or 9:46 till the gate opens, yeah, that's all we're talking about.
Nice.
What's that, like midnight the night before?
And if we're talking about when the gates open on Thursday, it would be 9:26.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
The clock and the calendar wait for no one.
No.
I'm telling you, it's very disrespectful. The clock and the calendar are very disrespectful.
They do not care. They're cruel.
Oh, and for everybody out there, Dallas, for the AHRA, the guy that's helping us put this on, he's looking for a jockey for his monkey bike. So
He is.
Hmm.
He is. We're kind of thinking somebody who gets their subscribers, but they, for whatever reason, their hardware doesn't make it. Might be ideal.
Yeah, I'm
But
not bringing
what do you
my
think?
truck, but I'm a little heavy.
But we're at 40 days, but I gave him an upgrade to 938 hours.
Well, somebody just said the bigger number's better, right?
So
Well,
it's like
yeah, but I also saw somebody in there said that that's worse.
I think so.
it's like I'll be 45 this year. So should see people say happy 45 or hey man, you're closer to 50 than 40.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it might be the same thing, but there's a lot of unhelpful ways to convey it, right?
Yeah.
oh, it's
Anyway.
better than counting down the weekends.
Oh,
That's not a lot of Saturdays.
No.
and we just spin another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what are we? 6 weeks?
Yeah,
5 weeks?
James and James are close. I just
Yeah.
checked them earlier today.
And Perpetual's only 4 away.
Is he still
Wow.
4?
Yep, he's still 4. Yeah, I guess everybody on here is subscribed to him.
Cope might be game to drive that monkey bike. I should ask him. That'd be interesting.
There's
Ooh.
Outfits. Hey, Outfits.
And a big congrats to James and James. You guys are just
Wow.
killing it. I mean,
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, no
James,
kidding.
James are awesome.
Especially,
They've been working
especially
hard.
for just jumping into the fray, man. They are definitely.
They had
59.
well, hey, what I was going to say on the first update I did, they had 80 some. So 59 when they registered on August the 5th or 6th.
and
which
you're
is
doing
amazing.
it. They're doing it with rock solid content, and everything I watch of theirs is just relates directly to their channel. So every one of those subs, you're going to keep them, and they're going to be long time viewers. That's just amazing.
They registered August 5th at 8:27 p.m. So literally, those guys in 15 days, almost exactly, have gone from what, 59? Is that what they started at, Buck? Because the first update I sent you had them at 90 some.
I think it was 59, 58 or 59.
50, yeah, okay. So those guys have gone from 59 in 15 days, almost to the hour. 15 days in 1 hour. Yeah, 40 something. Yeah, but they were moving so quick at that point that, yeah.
Yeah.
The first updates had them on about twice that. But that's extremely impressive.
Yeah, it is.
There you are.
40 something.
Couldn't be more impressed with that.
Right now.
And
That's
did it with
pretty
just hard
amazing.
work and hammer. James, I sent you an email, by the way. I think you said you sent me an email. I didn't get it, so you may not have my email right, but I emailed you. I emailed Big James.
That's awesome. As we get closer and it's, winding down, I see all these guys who are just right there on the cusp, man. And I'm pulling for every one of you.
Perpetual, you're right there. You're gonna
498,
take the checker.
They're $4.99 now.
Is
490.
it? Cool.
Here he comes.
Almost.
Hey, Johnny's at one. One more.
Don't forget to take a picture.
Oh, I see $4.99.
Yeah, I don't think he has to worry
guess
about
what?
it. He has some good content.
He's got it. You know what?
I got it.
Yay.
You know what? I hate to
Awesome.
admit this. Those guys were moving so fast. I was their 500th.
Nice.
They were moving so fast. I didn't realize I wasn't subscribed because I'd already seen their stuff through links.
That's cool, John.
Hey,
You
John,
hit
do
the
you get a prize?
500. Nice.
I know they got it now.
Congratulations, Perpetual.
Yeah, how cool is that?
Nice.
Nice.
He's been climbing pretty good lately, though, too. He's been doing some shorts, and the shorts are matching the video that's coming out, which I thought was really cool.
I missed your live earlier, Buck. How many guys are left in that still need to get to 500 but already registered group?
I never. Well, we just lost one, so.
31.
Oh.
Well, not lost him, but he moved on.
Yeah.
I never counted him, but I'll count them right now.
Okay. Yeah, I figured it's got to be. Hey, while we're here, I want to say thanks to a couple guys.
Yeah, go for it.
First, let's say thanks to BareRose Garage. I got your stickers.
You bet,
Nice.
man.
And I don't think he's here yet, but NSB also sent me a new sticker.
Oh,
Yeah.
good
So,
call.
yeah.
I'll be right back.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, Clint, there's 31 people in there, and
Oh, that's
there's
a lot, yeah.
there's some people that haven't posted for a while.
Okay. I'll go on your stream. Is the chat still showing on your stream?
I don't know, but I do have all the links to everybody that we.
Okay.
I've always put the links in the description.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. I'll go
So
on.
if you miss it and you want to see if you subscribe to anybody, you can always go to the description of the live, and in there's links.
Okay. I'll do that.
So I have a special shout out too to our newest contender here in the 500. These guys right here, they sent me.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Okay, well, and not just that. Even better, they sent me a great little note, right? And here's the coolest. Check this out.
That is cool.
Oh,
Is that not the greatest?
that is cool.
Yeah.
Perpetual
Thank
project.
you. Thank you so much, Perpetual Projects.
That's cool.
You're
That's
a class
awesome.
act, man.
Perpetual
Yeah.
projects. Hang on to one of those decals for me because I'm redoing my boards back here, and I'd love to include one. So,
Well, my envelope came to me kind of mangled. I think it got stuck in a machine for like a month or something. I don't know.
No kidding.
Yeah.
so now there are 31 remaining.
And I seen Russell in here somewhere too. There you are, Outfits.
Outfits.
Anybody who hasn't subbed Outfits Garage, jump over there and give him some subs, because he's really wanting to race that Mercury of mine. So we get him over 500, and you'll see him line up against the green machine there.
Yeah, and he'll probably beat it with that 4-cylinder.
You know, he probably will.
Well, another one we got that's really close is Redbeard Racing 710. He's only 10 away. He's got 490.
Yep.
So he's getting really close.
Perpetual
What
Project.
night's the monkey?
34.
491.
491.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, that's right. He was 9. He was 9 away earlier too. Let me get.
There's a bunch of people here apparently I haven't subscribed to, so I'll get to it.
James and James, you're in second place now.
Man, that's awesome.
Sweet.
Where's James and James now? They were 470 earlier.
They were 472 when I last tallied.
What night is the monkey bikes?
I believe we're running Monkey Bike on Friday, but
On
probably both. I'm sure we'll have Monkey Bike exhibition Friday and Saturday. I'm sure we'll have monkey bikes out both days.
I think I'm going to have to do the test ride on the monkey bikes on Thursday.
Wow, Redbeard's really climbing.
Yeah.
492 for Redbeard.
Nice.
Wow, he's the yep.
Eight
He just
more.
put the shorts out.
If you're not yet subscribed to Redbeard, now's the time.
Jump on him.
Heck yeah.
I don't have the YouTube screen open, but any of my mods that are out there, just go ahead and throw his link up there, and let's see if we can jump Redbeard up over the finish line too.
Yeah, I was just trying to do that, and I can't. You can't do nothing on the YouTube. I don't know what's going on.
Ooh.
Oh no.
There you are, Buff. You got it.
Buff got it. Yeah, he's on the ball.
Buff's
Yeah.
good like that.
He's on the frame too.
I'm going to call him Buff the Bomber, man, because he really gets on them links. He's quick on the draw, man.
Yeah.
493 for Redbeard.
Nice.
Wow, that'd be so cool to have two people cross over on my live.
Sure would.
7 away. And then James and James will be in first place.
Well, I wore the button out.
James and James started in third from the bottom 15 days ago, and they're in first right now.
Woo.
Nice.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's impressive.
They leapfrogged the whole field in 15 days.
Outfits is at 379. I was trying to get Outfits link up there too, but I couldn't do it.
Oh, man. Oh.
And poor JB's little shop is struggling with them headers in a S10 four-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Again. So go show that guy some love.
James and James are 487. James and James are 487. So who's going to make it first,
Yes.
Redbeard or James and James?
Woo.
Well, I don't know.
We got donuts on the quarters.
There we go. It's working now.
Oh, let's try that.
You're going to get it, Russell. That new format that you got, I don't know what it does, but I'm mesmerized watching your stuff now.
It
That
is
I like-
cool.
voiceover you're
Yeah, I
doing.
was going to say I like the voiceovers. That's
Yes.
really good. I like that.
You got that Tom Bodette kind of feeling to
It is. We'll leave the light on for you.
We'll leave the light on
Redbeard
for you.
95.
Nice.
5 away.
I just sent Redbeard a text.
Yeah, get in here, Daniel. James and James
Yeah.
is 489.
Mm.
I'm gonna double
I'll throw
down
the
on
link
this
up there
thing.
again.
There he is.
There he is. Way to go, Redbeard.
Yeah.
Getting there.
Come on, Redbeard, you're 5 subs away.
5 more.
Yeah, just a couple of weeks ago, he was at 331.
Woo.
Tell your
Nice.
dad to get out and push. Come on.
Push, push. Yeah, tell Ed, get out and push. Yeah, everybody get your cousin and your brother and your mama's uncle to get out there and sub.
496. He needs 4 more.
4 more.
Nice.
4 more, and James. And James
197.
The 84 for outfits. Cool. That he just gained a few too. Good.
All right.
Yeah, see, this is the fun part right here.
James and
Yes.
James 491.
It's like watching a lottery.
Wow. That's
Too cool.
great.
Who's getting there first?
Hey, John, did I get any points for that?
Redbeard's 498, by the way.
498.
Whoa.
James
2 more.
is right behind.
Come on, James. I think you can pull through.
Grab a gear. Grab a gear.
Yeah, you
All right.
grab a gear, James.
Hey, there you are.
Redbeard.
There he is.
What's up, guys? Oh man, I was laying in bed sleeping, and my dad called
You
me.
need 2, Redbeard.
Well, I texted you too. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I
I
was
got
about
the text
to.
right after my dad. I'm doing just fine, just tired. I'm okay. I mean, I'm just using my phone. We're looking for my wife's laptop, but we're just gonna stick on the phone. Well, you guys are awesome. I appreciate you all. I'm just a little dumbfounded. I just got a call and a text, and then I'm. You know,
499.
Yeah, you're at 499
$4.99.
now.
One
Oh,
more.
yeah. You do
One
500 together.
Here it
Man,
goes.
I wish Hudson was here for this. Bummer. He's at my sister's house. Hey, honestly, I didn't think I was gonna get it. I was like, you know what? I was hoping to get it by the end of this week, but I wasn't letting Sunday count. So this is awesome. I appreciate it. I just pray you two don't delete them. They deleted 10 in one day one time on me.
Doesn't matter. I see
I don't
500.
think
You're
she
in.
subbed yet. I'm
There
gonna
we
Oh,
go.
what'd you find?
Did it happen?
There it is.
All right.
All right.
nice.
It's official.
That's 2. That's
All
2
right.
there, BareRose.
James and
Right,
James,
right
you're in
here.
first.
You guys know what? I couldn't be happier to do this with you guys. I mean, seriously. I mean, I've only met one of you in person so far, and it's been great. I mean, I know Jed's about people, but on this live, Hoopty Barn has been nothing but supportive. I want to thank him. I want to thank everyone else that's helped me on this journey. It's been a journey. I would never ever thought it'd be this difficult to do, and honestly, without this, I don't think I'd ever got this without the support of the No Name National Group and stuff.
Amen.
Hey, I appreciate you all. I appreciate my dad for pushing me. This is a accession speech. Yeah. I just gotta get my dad to get one. So I appreciate you all.
My girlfriend was 498.
You win it.
I got-
You got in just before it went to hours.
Let me go. I gotta get to it. I gotta screenshot that. Did I lose you? Or am I still there?
You're there.
Sure.
Okay, I didn't know. I can't see nobody. I gotta screenshot this real quick for myself here. That's a big achievement for me and my family. Man, all right, 501. Heck
Congrats.
yeah!
You're
And
in,
there it-
man.
I said he's going to make it.
You guys. Hey, I would if it was for you guys doing it. I mean, let's be realistic here. I mean, I wasn't gonna make it unless you guys did that live. I put a short on today, just hoping that short got me. I had like, I don't know, like I think Hudson pulling me on the trailer. I had like 12 or 1,000 views or something on it. And I didn't get any subscribers from it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to bed. We'll start over next week.
Hey,
To anyone
you're
that's not
35th.
35th, I'm okay
You're
with
the
35.
35th channel across the line.
Nice.
So someone else got it tonight too? I heard you guys saying there's two of us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
perpetual project.
Wow.
Yeah.
And James and James are fixing to go over too here.
They're in first place.
Where are they at now?
492.
They are, 492.
And I bet they're going to be getting another one here directly.
I'm looking. I think
They
all
need 8
right.
more.
Well, that's pretty good because
All
they
right,
had 470 to start with.
You guys are killing it. Okay, so I just got a message from my dad. He wanted me to tell you all hi and thank you.
Hi, Dad.
Absolutely. Hey, Dad.
Yeah, so there's if you guys want to challenge, get him to start one first of all.
Get him going.
Yeah.
And then he'll get 500.
Every one of
there are
your
30
videos, I'm
remaining.
looking for your dad.
Yeah. He's there. Well, you know what? He has a YouTube channel like a Ford. He runs like a Ford. So anyone that knows my dad and I, we give you. So what's with the 938 in the background? Am I missing something, John?
Well, we had 40 days. And
Uh-huh.
so then I upgraded everybody to 938 hours.
Oh, you got the hours going. Okay, yeah. I did the math the other day. It was like 1,003 hours or something like that yesterday.
It's 930. It's actually 937 hours, 57 minutes until midnight on September 30th.
I wish you could do like a live, like just a live countdown all the time. Anyone wants to check that, just go to your YouTube channel and it pop up. Like,
If you want
You
a
do?
live countdown, go to nonamenationals.com. There's one at the top of the page.
yeah.
Woohoo.
I used to have one of those lives for certain events, like my cousin's bachelor party. I used to do that stuff. I always thought it was fun. So.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate y'all. I'm not trying to take everyone's live
No
up.
problem at all, man.
Appreciate you.
No, hey, I'm looking forward to it. I really am.
It's going to be a hoot. Well, you just going to have to, we're going to have to kind of get side by side spots there. So we can rouse each other. It's got to be, us. It's probably going to have to be Clint there too. He's got a long beard. I'm just trying to think of the guys with the beards.
Well, you know what? That'd make my dad's day if he could be by you. He on Memorial Weekend. He asked me if I wanted to come see you on your cookout. I'm like, I do, but I already plans. He just wants to hang out with you guys. So
Right.
And I think you'd be a great fit for my dad because he don't like drinking this and that. So I think it'd be a pretty. I think I can leave him with you, and I go to the other side of the party.
Oh, you want me to babysit your dad? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we'll have.
I don't know.
Big Mike and I will be like the quiet end that goes to bed at 10 o'clock and
Yeah.
Man, I just gotta get my RV fixed, and we'll be good to go now. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. We're gonna be there. I told my other job. I basically have a new job, and I told them, hey, I have to have off these dates before if you want me to come work here. So I put that on the line before I even started my new job. So
nice.
So I'm going to be there for sure. Like I should have a new job coming here in about 3 weeks, and I will not miss the no names even for it. So.
Well, my wife already put in her time off too, and remember, we all have. It's my wife's birthday's October 1st.
Oh,
so
boy.
We got to have a big happy birthday song to Mama Hoop.
Yeah. I don't think anyone would complain about that.
Could you imagine 1,000 people singing happy birthday to Mama Hoop for her birthday?
You know what? That'd be a memory for you and her the rest of your guys' life. This is gonna be a memory for the rest of my life. This whole 500, and then that's what I'm looking forward to. Honestly, I'm a very competitive person, and hearing this now, I made it. I'm just looking forward to hearing next year what we gotta do to get and stuff. I can't wait to hear what you guys come up with and decide to. You gotta have. I don't know what you're gonna do, but I'm looking forward to the challenge and stuff. So
yeah.
I'm looking forward to Redbeard in the 28-10-5 class. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, trust me, I'm looking forward to it too. To be honest with you, I'm small tires are the funnest thing to me because it kind of equals out the playing field. It really does. And so the big tires are you got money wins the big tires. The small tires, it takes some trial and error. But I got a video I'm gonna post. I'm pretty sure I got to go through my motor again, just like make sure it's fine. But I had some metal in my oil filter, and that's why John even tell me post videos of it. I've been kind of babying it so I don't hurt it anymore. So the no names. And no matter what, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it's residual stuff from my valve spring breaking. But if there is, I've got enough buddies that I'm going to tear it apart, put new bearings in it, and just bring it no name and run it. Hopefully it don't blow, but if it blows, it blows. So I'm going all out. So I'm pumped.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Now I'm not tired. I was laying in bed about to sleep. And my dad called. I love my dad, but sometimes he calls at the worst time. For some reason, he has like, you know what? This is a bad time to call Daniel. Let's call him. And you know what? And I almost didn't answer, so I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
You know what? Today's been a good day. I saw my grandma today, and she gave me this birthday card, and it's from like 8 years ago from my aunt and uncle. She found it at her house with $5 bill in it.
Nice.
We don't know for sure what day it was. But this is how old it was. My white daughter just showed me. Look how old that $5 bill is.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Hey, Redbeard, that's 500 pennies.
You know what? That is 500 pennies.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what? That's what I'm going to do. I don't know how. If I can find out who's my 500 subscriber, I'm going to go cash this in the bank for 500 pennies. I'm going to give it to whoever gave me my 500. So
why do you want to be that way to somebody like that? That ain't nice.
You gotta give them in a tube sock and over the head, or just in a roll.
Well, no, I figured I'll find whatever vehicle they're in. I'll just dump it in their front seat or something.
Dump it in the defroster Dutch.
So if anyone knows me, like I don't know how to tell who my 500 was. I don't know if somebody knows on here that knows.
It was John.
I was the 500th for perpetual projects, actually.
Oh, perpetual. Oh, okay.
See, what happens is these people register. Usually what I do is I get the registration, I look at their channel link, I see how many subs they have, which list to put them on, and then I click around through their videos and look at their content. That's a pretty normal thing, right? Well, sometimes I'll get links to their stuff and I'll watch it that way, and I'll completely forget to subscribe because I keep watching forwards and posts and stuff, and go in with a link instead of a subscription. I don't even realize I'm not subscribed sometimes for like a month or two. And Perpetual was that way. They were climbing so fast, and what I had watched, I had seen from links and shares. So I actually wound up being their 500th sub. Just kind of funny how it worked out. But I was subscribed to Redbeard way back there.
Yeah, you were. I mean, all y'all were.
Well, I was going to say, I think you had like, I don't know, 7 or 8, maybe 10 whenever I subscribed.
James and James are really close, guys. They're at what, 495?
Hi, Punisher.
494.
Nice.
494. He was where Punisher or Perpetual was at 494 earlier.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's very possible.
Yeah.
So just think, BareRose, you might get 3 people crossing the finish line on your live tonight.
Yeah,
That's why I
What
had
would
to
that be?
run and tell the wife, hey, go tell everybody. Everybody you know, go sub James and James.
3's been done, I believe, twice. And I think this would be the 3rd time 3's been done. But it just has to coincidentally work out that way, that you have a group that close together.
Right.
Like right now, Outfit, Stephen Holtz, B&R are all within 3 of each other.
I just subscribed to Outfit Garage. So if you're on there, see, I'm going through. I'm like, that's the problem. Is like half these I don't know how you can do it. Like all these people, like I've subscribed. If somebody subscribes to me, I subscribe to them, and I have not got to watch. I probably got to probably see 60 different other people's videos. I've not had the time to watch them all, and I don't know how you do it, John. I just don't.
No,
Yeah.
you know, you don't. You hit the high spots, but you like right now there are 44 or 4,500 hashtag No Name Nationals videos. So no, it's
Wow.
not possible anymore. But I hit the high
Wow.
spots the best I can.
Yeah.
And I watch some content from all of them, of course. You know what? James and James are really close. They are 6 subs away. I bet if we could talk our friend Blake into doing a community post, I bet that might have enough reach to knock it over the top.
Hey,
It'd be great to get 3 tonight.
I want to put a shout out to Buzz real quick on here. I forgot about putting him on there. Buzz is one that did my drawings on my Redbeard symbol and stuff. And honestly, that gave me more motivation once he did that, just to start doing it and stuff, because I always wanted that. I'm not artistic at all, and I couldn't have made it. And I don't know if Buzz will watch it or see this, but I just want to give him a shout out for
Isn't that cool? That
yeah.
drawing's so freaking cool.
That was awesome. He's been nothing but supportive. Like he just there's a lot of people that think, just some people off the top of my head. I think of some more people. Buzz, he really did get me with that cover photo. So
Nice.
I had to grow my hair back out.
James and James are 3 subs away. They are 3 subs away. You know what? If James and James can get 3 subs in the next 14 minutes,
2?
2 subs away.
Oh,
they will
man.
have done this in.
Holy smokes.
They
You're
will have
gonna
done
do
it
it,
in
man.
362
You're gonna
hours.
That's amazing.
362 hours is how long it took them to do it. If they get it in
Wow.
the next 14 minutes.
So they probably got 1 an hour. Or more
They
than
did.
that.
They literally
They got more than 1 an
got
hour.
more than 1 every hour.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They got
That's
it 501.
awesome.
501, and they did it in under 362 hours. They did it in 15 days.
Wow.
They did it in
Wow.
15 days and an hour and change.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're
It
502.
took me over
They're
a
502.
year to get 42. And you guys just
Of course,
Yeah.
That is
Unfinished
so
Project
cool.
was number 500.
That's crazy. Y'all, that's not fair. Okay, that's all.
That's wild.
Oh man.
oh, a big congratulations, James and James, and
Yeah. And Perpetual
keep putting that
Projects.
stuff up. Yeah,
And Daniel.
That's
That's,
just crazy.
man, that's awesome.
Yeah, congratulations to everyone. I mean, you know what? And just the people out there that don't have it yet, like I was going to do, I was literally going to get a piece of cardboard and put it in front and back of me, and my son put on him and put on my dad, walk around. I was going to park my car and step out on the outside of the racetrack, and I was going to walk around until I got my 500 subscribers, and then come back. And when I gave it, I was going to go get my car.
Well, now you ain't got to do that. Now we'll let you in there with us cityfied folk.
Well, you know what? I feel honored. I feel like I just got dubbed at night. You know, I don't know how you. I think they dubbed them. Well, guys, I appreciate y'all and stuff. I really do. I mean,
no problem, man. Keep
Yeah,
up the
man.
great work.
I'm going to. You know what? To anyone on here that doesn't have it, I tell you right now, they say it. Post a short every day. Literally, the shorts really did help. I mean, you all helped tremendously. And if you do car stuff or wood stuff or anything like that, and you're more likely to have a Facebook page, you're probably part of those groups. That's another thing that helped me. Was I was sharing every video I made to a group that I was related to. Like diesel videos were to diesel groups, Mopar stuff was to Mopar groups, A-body stuff was to A-body groups, and people from those Facebook pages were. Sorry, my daughter tried on roller skates and she just fell and knocked everything off the table. Let me tell you something. Do any of you guys have kids under 18 on here?
No.
No, mine are all grown.
Yeah.
Do we have kids what?
That under 18.
Yeah, well, Ike is 15.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he'll be 16 October 10th.
I knew that. I give him a ride. He
Yeah.
won, right? I didn't remember which one. One was one was your friend and one was your son, right? At the track?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Isaac, the tall, skinny one you gave the ride, was my son.
Yeah.
And his buddy Nick was with him.
I was going to post a video of you and I hoopty in the TRX. I had a little. I was going to make a short with you and I, but for some reason the shorts they like magnified the screen. You can only see half your face and half my face in the thing. It just I don't know why short videos do that. But I was about to put a video of you and I and stuff on the deal. So
They probably just said that guy's too big. We can only fit one or the other in there.
I wouldn't mess with you. I was scared to shake your hand. Like, oh, he's going to crush it.
Oh, now.
Oh man, I tell you, I don't know how many guys actually met Hoopty, but let me tell you something. He ain't that Hoopty. He's pretty. So well, heck yeah. I still have 200. What? That's all he has?
Under 18. Yeah, but they blocked 402. Isn't he only like 26?
I just sent it to Dallas to let him know. So we got 3 make it just now in case he wants to jump in and see.
Yeah, well, if I need to jump out for him to jump in, just let me know.
No, I don't even know that he got it, but I just want him to know he gets excited about stuff like that.
Well, I mean, you guys did start something. I mean, you guys took the risk and took the chance, and it worked out. I mean,
oh yeah,
this doesn't sound corny, but this is the American dream.
It is.
I mean,
this is what the community is all about. We're all rallying. It's great. I love it.
Yeah. And you made people like me try something we probably would never try. Like I would never ever done a live in my life. I did my first live this week, and honestly, I absolutely enjoy it. I enjoy live because as you see me and when I write things and this and that, my wife's constantly saying, "Hey, you spelled that wrong. Hey, you wrote that wrong." I can talk to you guys and mumble, but you still understand me. And if I text you, you're not going to understand what it says. So. And another thing is, if you say something to piss up, actually make them mad, you can see in their face instead of just, or you can jokingly say and they see in their face. That's why I love these live conversations in this video. That they're so much better than just writing each other in emails and messages and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's a good question for you from NSB.
What? What's it say here? Sorry.
Yo, Redbird. Who
Okay.
all is racing for ducks at
It's
the no-name nationals?
It's just me, and Jesus, I'm bad with names. Help me out.
Jeff with 2 hacks.
Yes. Well, I don't know. I don't know if he still wants to do that or not, but I do it. I have. So give me a second here.
Gotta get the rooster.
Hey, I got a question for you guys. Where are you guys getting all your stickers made?
Well,
I got mine from a company called GoPrint,
Okay.
and I don't recommend them.
Let me write that down there.
I used Vistaprint.
Okay, I've used them.
So,
Yeah, and they're pretty nice.
so this is my 30-pound cock. And let me tell you, if he don't want to race for it, we're good because my wife is so mad at me.
well, I imagine she would be.
Well, you know what? Here's the problem with that. We were at an antique store, okay? And I was doing my husband duties of going places with her, just whatever she wanted to do. And I'm miserable. I don't mind. Antique stores, I don't mind. But some of the other stuff I did. And this is the first thing I seen. And she said she wanted it. I wanted it. I pick it up. I'm taking it. Okay, yes. We search around. Well, she finds like 10 other things she'd rather have than the cock. And she decides she doesn't want it. Like she wants this other stuff. Well, I paid a lot of money for this thing because cast iron stuff I'm kind of softy for because I like old stuff. I paid like $80 for this thing. And she's like, she didn't want it. So I paid with all my money. Like, didn't help her. Like, this all in me. She said she wasn't buying it. And then I told her I betted it away, and she got mad. I'm like, well,
She's mad because you made an $80 bet.
I guess. You know what? I don't have a problem with, you know what? If I get a friendship out of it or a duck, that's all I care about. And I honestly, good.
I was going to say, Chef Shade Tree, don't forget Dallas is looking for a jockey for his monkey bike. He's looking for somebody who's made 500 subs, but may not be able to have a car together. You might be ideal.
Who?
Throw that out there. Chef Shade Tree says he never thought he'd make his 500 subs, so he never planned, and now he wants to bring a car, doesn't have a car together.
Oh, geez.
There you go. See, that's where it's unfair for Hoopy and I. Okay, like us big boys on that bike are not going to win on those bikes. The skinny guy is going to win the bike. Okay?
We might if one of us rides and one of us pushes.
Well, you know what? I'm pushing you. I can tell you that. You know what? There should be a weight rule. There should be 2 weight classes. Okay, if you're over this much.
I'll just leave this here. That really did happen.
Oh.
Dallas and I put rockets on one.
That's just good. That's just class.
That actually happened.
Well, I think it'd be awesome if we could do it, but I told my dad, said, I didn't know they'd have to have like a bracket thing for every pound every 10 pounds you're more than the other person, you get to leave a tenth sooner than they do. It'd be like a bracket per pound.
Man, I would be like at the other end of the track before the other guys started.
Oh, it's still gonna be fun to watch and stuff. So that's what so the way you guys schedule it out, like there is no event going on top of each other, correct? Like they're all gonna be spread out. I was listening to you guys last night, but I didn't hear it for sure.
Yeah,
there's no one at the same time, right?
Yeah. So what we'll have is we're going to mix in rounds of testing tune with the bracket. We'll mix in different rounds, okay? But we're going to shut everything down for the burnout competition because it's at the shutdown area. So, yeah, we're not really stacking things on top of each other. Everybody will be able to watch everything.
I'm happy about that. That makes it so more easy. Yeah, that's a good deal.
Yeah. See, that's what bugged me about some of these events. They'll have a burnout pit, and it's just sitting over there to the side, and it's just like another ring on the circus inside another tent. Well, that's not good because it makes people choose. It's almost like one thing, has to get chosen over another. For us, what we're going to do when the last pair of cars goes down the track on Friday night, probably be the winner of the bracket. We're going to put up the jersey barriers and light plants, fire them up, and then burnout time. And the whole party will move down there.
Yeah. See, I was going to tell
Jeffers never done anything like that before. They've never had part of their event at the end of the shutdown. Those neighbors are going to be thinking, what in the world? They're never going to see anything like this.
You know what? Next year, just an idea. I know you got 1,000 people throwing ideas out there. Just something to think on. Next year, we do the small tire race on the other end of the track. So it's a no prep surface.
Try to run it backwards.
Run it backwards because there's no prep down there, and then the slower guys have a better chance.
We were kind of thinking of something earlier on Buck's Live too. We could do a No Name Nationals potluck. Everybody brings something, and let's build a car in 3 days.
Oh, to rot luck and build something rusty.
Whatever you want. By the way, Big Block 402 said he's got his burnout tires mounted. Good to be prepared, but NSB Customs is bringing a Coates rim clamp tire changer. They're going to have one on site, so we will have a modern tire changer on site to change tires.
Nice.
You have no idea how bad I want to put venom in that thing. I know. I'm so scared. I'm already worried about the motor. I'm like, you know what? Let's just
So just to let you know, the more you participate in, the better your chances are of winning the overall AHRA event champion for this. Okay. So everything has points. Bracket has points. Monkey Bike has points. We're going to have a People's Choice, junior judges. We got a mystery event that pays points, and we've tried to weight all these fairly. We even talked about, do we want to publish the point structures? Like, no, because then what will happen is 25% of people will complain when it weighted. You know how that's going to go. So
I do.
we worked all these scenarios and figured the fairest structure possible. And we're just going to say, the more you participate, the more chance you have of winning the overall.
So, yeah, I wanted so bad. Let me get you on it. I want to do the burnout thing. I used to. That's what got me into cars. My dad, being a child around my dad, that's one thing. But what got me into the very first car thing I ever did was a burnout contest with my old trucks. And I'm kind of it's kind of bugging me. Like I'm trying to figure out a way to get a 2-car hauler that I'll pull behind my 40-foot RV. That's not too long. And get somebody to loan me their vehicle. I can just do a burn.
What I'll say is, remember, so like, for example, like probably what's in the wheelhouse for Redbeard would be 28-10-5 race, right? Seems
Pretty
like
much.
But you want to do the bracket. Okay, there is absolutely no downside to doing the bracket at all. Okay, the bracket has points, right? If you go in, even if you got in the first round, it was worth doing. There is no downside to doing anything and everything that we have to offer. So,
I'm bracketing. As long as I can think my motor will last for the small tire race, I'm bracketing. And if I have to, if I don't bring my RV and I get a hotel, I'll bracket race my truck. I don't care. So I mean,
James,
I did with Hoopty in the TRX, and I ended up getting 4th place. So.
James, I believe you can, but you want to refer to the official rules, nonamenationals.com. There's monkey bike rules posted there. If you have an ambiguity, just email Dallas at ahraonline.com.
Mm-hmm.
He makes the rules decisions.
I don't know if y'all can still see me or not. Here, it's 5:01. I am so happy. I got to send that to my wife. I just a little show stop here.
You got it.
It doesn't mention me.
I know how you feel. I remember whenever I crossed that, threshold, and man, it's an amazing feeling, especially whenever you've been working on it. You know what I mean? And whenever you have the adversity of, subs coming and then subs going away and subs coming and subs going away. And it's just like, oh man, it's frustrating and all that, but it's exhilarating too. So I know how to feel.
It is an emotional roller coaster a little bit. And you wouldn't think you'd care once you, well, see, I've been off the reason about it is I had surgery. So I've been off the last 5 weeks. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to dedicate some of my time to this. And so I've had my wife, I've literally just looked at my sub count, watch it when I put a video up. Okay. And then right before I go to bed, like literally right before I bed, YouTube took 8 away. And I got, like my wife said, what's wrong with you? I said, they took 8. And we woke up the next morning, they took 2 more. So I was down 10. And I was looking at, because Patrick and I were kind of a little race, just, friendly, just me being competitive. Okay, can I beat Patrick? And the next thing I know, I see he's like at 500. I'm like, what the heck? I was like, good for him. I was so like, man.
I know the feeling. I was ahead of 2 hacks. I was finally ahead of 2 hacks. And then I woke up in the morning and they took 50.
Wow. Yeah, but look at you now.
Uh-oh.
I think Artemis made some noise there.
Yeah, I smell a Pontiac.
Oh.
It's a runner.
Car can kiss my ass. I'm on my 3rd brand new Holly that is garbage. I just tried to rebuild it again, and it's junk. So
a new Harley?
Edelbrock tomorrow morning. I'm done. That's number
what
3.
I did.
I don't know. I called Holly on this one and called Holly on the last 2, and they ain't having it, and I'm not having it either. So I'll go to somebody who wants to help.
Is it a new Holly?
Brand new.
That's why.
I've taken this thing apart 3 times today, and bought a whole new kit to try to get everything in it, and it keeps going past the needle and seat and blowing right down the Venturis. It don't stop it, and I've tried every needle and seat I could.
Is your power valve gasket the right one? Because
brand new. Tried.
Well, hang on, not just new, but there's 2 of them. There's one that's cut out like a U, and then there's one that circles the power valve. And if you have the wrong gasket, it'll just dump fuel down the carb. I learned that one the hard way once.
Yeah, it's the one that has the U shape. But this is the 3rd one of these that I've had that the metering block is warped. This is what's wrong with Travis Mopar's truck. And it's my 3rd one.
It was the base plate. Just like Jed at Scott Speed Shop. Same thing. I had to lay it down and sand it off and sand it flat. Mill it back down flat to get it to seal.
Is it a mechanical fuel pump?
Yep. Sure is.
I'm going to try something new here. I haven't tried this. I'm going to see what happens if I...
Whoa.
Okay. It happens.
What in the hell are you doing over there?
What?
Hey, there's Buff.
What's up, Buff?
What's up, Buff?
Had to unmute.
You're unmuted now.
I could have jumped off there, BareRose.
I'll jump off now anyway. I just wanted to come harass y'all about the hours, and I got caught up in watching those 3 guys cross the finish line.
It was pretty cool. It was definitely.
How you doing, Buff?
I'm tired. I've done a lot of welding and grinding to fix the welds and lots of hammering, but there's a frame coming together.
Nice.
Plating it, are you?
Yep.
If it don't run, you can always run it in the Derby by the time you're done.
I actually had somebody at work the other day ask me how my Derby car was coming along, and I almost wanted to smack them, and I realized they didn't know the difference between what I'm building and a Derby car. And I tried to explain to them, no, this is going to be a real car. You're going to be driving it on the road.
Hey, Buff, is it going to be the 2nd fastest Grand Prix on Earth?
Only after one other 63 Pontiac.
Right. And you can never have the fastest 63 on the face of it. If the space shuttle turned into a Grand Prix, it's still just fighting for second.
Welcome back to Buff Garage. I'm just clearing out the engine compartment on our 63 Grand Prix, getting it all prepped and ready.
Oh, that's me. Sorry.
Oh, that's all right. You can watch me in the background. That's okay.
I think I should get a trophy for pissing him off the worst. Oh my God. I even said, maybe you should email me, man. Here's my email. We don't need to be doing this on the comments, but yet you can comment all you want. I'm all about the free speech and the hate. Throw it out. But holy cow.
After he trolled me for quite a while, I said, hey, thanks for watching, and be sure to go to buffsgarage.com and pick up a t-shirt. He didn't like that very much.
Right. That's what I did. I was like, it's absolutely the stupidest thing you've ever seen or probably heard of. But you know what? Don't just wait. There's more. Go ahead and throw a like and subscribe out there.
You guys
I'm going to jump off. I think Travis wants to come on here. I'll be in the chat.
What?
I'm working on something that's going to make me a lightning rod and take some of the heat off of you guys for a little while.
Would you buy a Grand Prix?
What's up, Travis?
Travis.
What's up, guys? Hey, Jay, so you're just dumping fuel?
Oh yeah, it's going right past the metering block and the needle and seat.
Well, you seen my video, didn't you? About
Yeah.
I don't know what it's.
That's why I told them it's my third one. It's either the metering block or the machining where the needle and seat go down. That seal on that needle and seat that Holly has, it ain't connecting.
Wow.
I've tried 3 different ones just tonight. So.
Well, you know, my carb builder, I asked him if he would fix that carburetor of mine. He said he won't touch any new Hollies.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's what
If
I'm
you don't
gathering.
order one from him, he will not touch it.
See, that's why I like working on junk, because I know it's junk to start with. I ain't buying something and thinking that it's going to work.
You know what? I remember going to swap meets and I'd look at a Holly and I'm like, man, that's a lot of wear in that, like in that bore. And I'm like, nah. But see, now I would rather go get one that has a worn out shaft or 2 and rebush them and get the old carb than deal with the new stuff.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, the new carbs are junk.
I've got a old crappy Quadrajet sitting right there on the floor. I could probably throw in this and it'll run for days, But I'm just going to go tomorrow and get an Edelbrock, be done with it.
I'm going to jump off of here so somebody else can get in. I just wanted to harass y'all about having 937 hours to go and congratulate the 3 guys that made it.
Oh, you changed it to hours. I was going to ask you about that, John.
We're 937 hours away now.
Hey, John, like I said on the last live, old Red might be ready. I really bust an ass, and we're not going to leave until a week of Monday, so I think I got enough time to get it started this week.
You can do it. I know you can.
Oh, I busted today pretty hard.
I did all this, and next Sunday I got to go pick up a 76 square body.
I'm excited for that one, Jay.
So I've got a 454. I've got a 454 and a turbo 400 sitting in here.
Yeah, where were you like 2 months ago on that?
I don't know.
I could have used that.
What, the 454?
Heck yeah.
No, you don't want that thing. It needs re-ringed and everything. But I thought I might try to throw that together in like 2 days and see if I can get it together in 2 days. It's not promising anything, but I might try to get it together in 2 days and see if I can't bring it down there.
Guys
I've already got everything here.
I'm going to jump out. Let somebody else jump in. Y'all have a great evening. Take care.
All right, later, John. Also, guys, I'm going to be jumping out of here too. I'm going to jump in the chat, but I'm going to get off of here and kick around and get a couple things done before bedtime. So, man, it was great talking with y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Hey, Big Mike. Later.
Congratulations to all you guys who jumped across the finish line, man. That's freaking awesome. And if y'all need any help with the fuel, don't forget Mr. Big Mike Sr. at yahoo.com. All right. Get a hold of me. All right. We'll see you guys.
See you, man.
Later, Mike.
Yeah, Travis, there's one. Tried that one. That one leaked. There's 2. That one leaked, and the one that's in it's leaking. They're all 110s. And that's what I've always used, just a common needle and seat. And they are not holding fuel back. I thought maybe it might be fuel pressure, but nah.
Really?
It's not. I had this same problem. I put a brand new Holly on that damn Javelin of mine, and it did the same shit.
Same thing.
So that's like I give up. I put an Edelbrock on it. I went 2,000 miles. I didn't touch the thing. You know, it's. I don't get it.
Have you seen that new Edelbrock, the 4150 Edelbrock?
Yeah, the Holly knockoff.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's
I wonder if that's going to be any good or not.
Injectors. I can't think right now.
Throttle body injector.
Foggers. Yeah.
Oh, fogger.
Yeah, it's a fogger. I when I was on Power Tour, they did a tour of the Edelbrock thing down in Mississippi, and people were, "Hey, JB, what's up?
What the heck are y'all deplorables doing?"
We're discussing shit Holly carburetors is what we're doing.
Chinese Holly carburetors.
And I should have went to that Edelbrock thing, but I did stop through the Holly tent while I was on Power Tour, and I told them, I said, I'm on, this is number 3, but I've had 2 before that, and I said, I've had nothing but trouble with your Street Avengers, I don't have $1,200 to put down on one of your ridiculous expensive carbs, and I sure as the hell don't have the money for your injection system that pretty much every big YouTuber has now, even though they probably couldn't tell you how to frickin' set it. And they just said, well, some of them just don't work out. They must have been made on a Monday. I was like, you got to be shitting me, dude.
See, that's not the right way to run a company.
Yeah.
Well, they don't care. They're huge, But then I go talk to the Edelbrock guy, and he's like, well, why don't you switch to Edelbrock? And I said, I did. There's one on that Javelin out there right now. I switched. I ain't had a problem with it. And he goes, well, there you go. And I said, well, I started talking about the YouTube channel stuff. And he goes, I said, why don't you guys, because all we see out of these people is Holly, 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 Holly. And I asked him, I said, why don't you guys push that? And he goes, because, and this is no kidding, the only reason they don't is because they can't put out the supply because they don't have the workforce to build them. And they said they'd rather keep the workforce they have that is very good at what they do, and everything comes out damn near perfect every time. It's quality over quantity. And that is exactly what he said. And I was like, you know what? You just sold me every Edelbrock thing that you have, because that everybody else is just throwing shit out, and Edelbrock told me that they just don't have the workforce to push out as much as everybody else.
Well,
that's
if
why
they
you don't see them all over YouTube.
If they get oh no, my mind's went blank. But if they get a reputation for having better quality, they're gonna have to hire more people, because more people are gonna be buying their stuff.
It's just the fact that you have to.
Bread and butter has always been the carburetor.
Oh yeah.
They're focused.
Oh, I figured it would have been the intake, because everybody's got an Edelbrock intake.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
But
I've got a Holly intake on this thing.
They're switching over more to try to get you to do the snipers and stuff like that.
The only way I would do that is if I went with a forced induction, I would go with a TBI system. DFI somehow. But if I'm running NA or nitrous, I'm going to stay with the carburetor, because I can tune it. I can tune it the way I want to, not the way the computer's going to do it.
And that's why I went fuel injection with the LS, is because I'm going to copy Punisher Le Mans and maybe put a little twirly on the front of mine and see if it'll push some air in there.
See that, and it's so much easier. I dealt with this guy with this turbo 302 with a blow-through carburetor, and it's a completely different animal when you're pushing air through the carburetor rather than it pulling.
Yeah,
it acts completely different. If I'm going to go forced injection, I will do a fuel injection system just because it's easier.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I don't trust fuel injection with nitrous, because I can read my plugs better than the computer can read the O2 sensor.
Okay.
It'll work for a second.
Yeah.
And the plug read tells you every cylinder.
Right.
An O2 only tells you bank.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unless you got one on every, port.
Well, you can do it because a buddy of mine, he's got 1,000 horsepower 4-cylinder. Let me say that again, 1,000 horsepower 4-cylinder.
That's nuts.
All right,
and
I wrap my head around that one.
but he's got an EGT in every cylinder and a wideband in every cylinder.
Does he have it in a Blazer?
No, it's an Evo. It's a Mitsubishi Evo.
Yeah, if it's in a Blazer, he's screwed.
But yeah, I mean, if you're gonna do it, if you're gonna go that far extreme with something, you're gonna have to see every single cylinder.
Not
And
only
he's still
that, the margin for error there is beyond a razor edge.
Oh yeah.
If one little thing happens, that whole thing is exploding.
Yeah, the stinking turbo is bigger than the motor.
What the heck is Irish doing up there besides drinking a beer?
He is bitching about a carburetor.
He's in
this thing runs like a raped ape. I mean, it screams. But this goddamn Holly, I smell like gas. I'm tired of, and now to get those gaskets, the gaskets to take your metering block and everything off. Jesus, they're $25.
Are they? Jesus.
Oh yeah, I ended up buying. They ran out, and I ended up buying a whole kit like a moron, and because that aftermarket kit comes with I think 3 different. God damn it, my brain is fried. Needle and seats. And I checked out everything. I checked out the power valve and all that shit. But the back side, it adjusts out perfectly. The front side, I can't get that thing. I had the float completely down, and it was still blowing fuel out the goddamn vent.
Wow.
Have you checked your fuel pressure? Have you checked your fuel pressure?
Yeah. I had a gauge, and I put it on there, 4.5. I guarantee you, I can go buy it at Edelbrock tomorrow, throw it on there, and it'll run, and I'll never touch it again.
You need to check out Quick Fuel. It's a Holly subsidiary, but it's all based on racing carburetor.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're going to do that, you might as well spend the extra $200 and get a custom build. If you're going to go that far.
I got a guy that builds them for me.
But if you
I don't want to get into that because that gets out of the budget. Doing this shit in my front yard. Yeah, I got a guy that's got I literally click adjust jets, and because I had him build them for me because I used to build derby motors for people.
Who has a budget?
You're on the right track with an Edelbrock on that one. I mean, it's not a racer. It's more of a driver, fun car.
I have an empty wallet. There's no budget.
Well, it's a Pontiac, so there really is no. You can't say a budget build.
Yeah.
I had one tie rod in that. I mean, the other one's good enough, but I had one of them I absolutely have to replace, and they wanted like $40 for that thing. It's a tie rod in. I'm just gonna go steal one off the Trans Am and weld it. It'll be fine.
This thing's got a straight damn stabilizer bar bushing. The bushing's good, but the metal hold down is gone. Right. It rusted away.
Did you end up finding one?
They got them at Ames. I just need to call them.
What size is that stabilizer? Your sway bar.
Is it 13/16 or I can't remember.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's got to be a big one.
Yeah, actually, no, it's not 13/16. What size is that? I don't remember.
Ow,
it's not the bigger one. It's like in between.
Hold on, guys. I gotta kill a cat. Hold on.
But yeah, I roll 3
That was good.
I got the Quick
Travis ain't gonna make it. Cat got him.
Yeah, no shit. But no, I'm pretty happy with the way she sounds. Once I get a decent carb on it, this thing's gonna. I think it might be a little faster on the track than I thought. That's if I can pass tech, but I'll just slip a 50 to somebody and say, "Go take a piss."
Wasn't it like you got to get 22 seconds or something like that?
Yeah, I think it's 22. It shuts off. I mean, never mind that it don't have a core support. I couldn't get transmission cooler lines in time, like the right ones, and the radiator I got has the smaller flange. So I used a big flange on one side, and I used a rubber line on another side going to brass going into the radiator. I mean, I guess I could have put an outboard one on, but
hey, as long as it doesn't leak, you're good.
Oh, it won't leak. I guarantee you that. I got 2 clamps on everything. I learned my lesson with that going down the road with my Cutlass. And a buddy of mine who happens to be a cop was like, "Hey, dude, you're blowing oil all over the road." What? And I looked down, and by the time I got it's like 4 miles to O'Reilly's. By the time I got there, I blew out all my transmission fluid, pulled in, just barely moving. So
I was trying to put the radiator from the Suburban in the Pontiac, just keep everything together, and of course it's just way too big to fit in there. And I got a phone call from the guy who runs the Hidden Honey Hole, and he goes, "Hey, when we were dragging that car out, you lost some stuff out of the trunk." And I said, "Well, because there is no trunk." And he goes, "Well, I found your radiator if you want to come pick it up." I was like, "Yeah." So I don't know if it's any good or not, but I'm going to have a radiator.
I had to look for mine. They didn't make one that was as big as these are. And I had to search, and I found them. But yeah, you want to see something neat? Look at this.
Well, let's see something.
Nobody said that I could find this because they didn't put those on those cars. No, they didn't. But when they stretched out a limo, they did.
Blow it up, big BareRose.
Carrier bearing.
Oh.
Bearing.
Sweet.
Yeah.
They 1 year, 1963 Riviera or Cadillac. This is what those come on. This truck came on. And I had people in, every walk of life in every country telling me that, no, they didn't put those there. You need to just put a regular and, right again, cut this and weld that. And I'm like, I don't need to. Surely it's out there. But the thing is, if you get it on eBay, it was like $190 for the Riviera. But if you looked it up for the freaking Cadillac, it was $290 and a $40 core. And then finally, a company out of California, I can't remember the name, they had it $60 shipped to the house. I was like, okay,
nice.
Sweet,
that'll work. Yeah,
sweet.
But instead of working on cars, I really need to clean out my garage. But winter project. But yeah, she blows it out of here. She blows it out of. I mean, like this thing. If you open this after it shuts off, it will blow shit all over everywhere. It will. This needle and seat isn't stopping anything. So inside here, what I've heard is inside here they will. The machining isn't right on them, and that seal that's on your needle and seat will not attach itself, and it'll just blow it all over. So yeah, I mean, I even bought the pretty one, and it's garbage. That's what I get for trying, chrome pretty crap.
Well, see, you bought the lower end. I bought that mine was the Ultra XP or whatever.
Yeah.
And that stinking thing's $700 and some odd dollars, almost $800. And it's a trash carburetor. I guess I could go and get metering blocks for it. If it's the metering block that's bad, I think it's the body that's bad.
Probably.
Even Andy says that new Edelbrock is going to rock. It's got
That's-
everything in it.
Well,
Yeah.
Comes stock with everything that we used to do to them.
Well, that's like that Summit carb that's the knockoff of Holly's old one. That thing's supposed to be awesome. Hell, I was actually talking to Luke Finley about that on Power Tour because he runs them things. He loves them, that Summit 700 or 750 or whatever it is.
The cheapo looks like it's from China.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be really good, huh?
I ought to just put a goddamn lawnmower carb on it and be done.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, we know that'll
Get
work.
800 miles a gallon.
Yeah. Hey, man, I saw that thing in person, running and driving, doing burnouts on Power Tours. So
Nice.
even his dad, Stan, was like, I can't believe it, but we're doing pretty good. We're getting about 30 miles a gallon.
Well, that's not bad.
I was like, holy crap. But I was there when he changed it back. He says, I'd like to do some burnouts now. You know, want to get back to normal. He's a nice guy, by the way. He is an awesome kid. I say kid, I'm twice his age. But, yeah.
Well, I got to go. Nice seeing you up there, Clint. I've been watching your channel.
Oh, thanks.
Lars is hooking chains up this engine. We got to get it out of here.
Well, you can get a hold of me if you want. I might have
Hi,
some
Lars.
stuff around.
You're just now pulling them out.
This is the second time around, man.
Oh,
Yeah, where are you hiding the kidney?
He's running in and out. But yeah, I got to get back out here. He's going to start getting upset. He's been upset the last 2 weeks. But y'all have a great night, man. Nice seeing you. Clint,
Take it easy, JB.
Great seeing you, man.
See you, man.
can't wait to
We're
see
going to get you. We're going to get you over there.
Hey,
You're coming, man.
I'm not worried about that. It'll just be what it is.
If I got to jump out there and kick that line to you, I'm going to get out there and kick that line.
But y'all have a good night. I'm up till about 3 o'clock in the morning tonight. We're going to get this engine out and back in.
all right.
Good luck, man.
Y'all take care.
You need to set you up a live camera and just have it sitting over there in the corner while you're doing it.
That's a good idea.
I got the GoPro out there, but it ain't acting right.
Hmm.
While you're under there, just say to yourself, it's not a Ford.
There you go. But y'all
Yeah,
have,
mine's over there.
y'all have a great night, and we'll see you on the next one, right?
See you,
See you later,
JB.
JB.
Seeing you, man.
Good seeing you.
I like that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I actually enjoy watching all that sharpening stuff. That's cool.
Yeah.
Like those machines.
That's something I've never even thought of looking into, but that is really, really cool.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
precise machining.
Yeah, I kind of changed my retirement plan now. I kind of want to do that or go hang out with Ed's machine.
No
Yeah.
kidding.
Both of them seem pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hey,
And the
BareRose.
way Ed explains it all, and he does it
Yep.
kind of the old school way.
Mhm.
That's why he's doing my LS. As soon as No Name's over, I'm taking my 6.0 that I got shoved in a corner because I hit him up and I said, hey, I've got this LS. It's a 6.0. Nobody will touch it. And I said, it's got a spun cam bearing. And he goes, let me guess, number 3. I was like, yep. And he goes,
That's the guy.
That's exactly it. I said, okay, you're getting the engine because he's right down in Arkansas, close to me. So that's what's happening. As soon as No Name's over and maybe have a little money saved up, I'll be headed down there.
Hey,
And he's
BareRose, we're planning on leaving a week from Monday, so we'll be up your way around Wednesday. Yeah. So let's see, what is that? Look at this. So we'll be there around the 31st or the 1st.
Cool.
Up in your neck of the woods. Should be.
Yeah, look me up. You either come by here and look at my junk, or I'll buy you supper.
Yeah, well,
I need to
you're right on the way, so we're gonna swing by there and spend some time with you, and then probably head on to Washington.
We'll go up to the main shop. I'll throw you in a rat.
All right. Do a collaboration video.
Yep.
Take the doodle bug around the block a few times, or Sir Rat, one of the two. All right.
See, the thing is,
Make your choice.
you get up there around, my wife will fall in love with something. She'll say, "You need to buy that."
Bring a trailer. Oh, you choose one of them, they'll make it home. So
yeah,
she can drive it home.
There you go.
Even better.
Anybody
At least
else
I won't have to be in the vehicle with her. I'll tell y'all a quick story. I was teaching her how to drive a stick shift. And I had a little Hyundai Scoop. And she pushed in the clutch and she just laid on the gas and it was hitting the rev limiter. Bah, 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 bah. I was like, get off of it, get off of it. Well, she dumps the clutch. And spins the tires and she's got the wheel turned. Yeah, front wheel drive. She about hit a semi truck that was parked there in the little dead end we were working around. And she's laughing. She's having a good old time. I reached over and turned off the ignition. I was like, get out. Just get the fuck out. We're done. I'm done.
Yeah.
That was the last time I tried to teach her how to drive a stick shift.
We bought a car here for my daughter, a little Ford Focus. Had the little 5-speed in it, little 4-cylinder, good little economy car.
Yeah.
And she's down in San Diego, so it was about 2 weeks before she came up to get it. And so I drove it around, and the wife drove it around to make sure it was going to make it all the way back to California for her. And the wife took it to work. I got to make sure the door's closed so she don't hear it. She comes back from work and said, the car's making this funny smell and it's smoking. I was like, oh no. Oh no,
nice.
What's wrong? So I drove it. I could not get that thing to smoke. It was fine. Everything was fine. So I was out. I mean, I was power shifting it. I was driving it like a drunken teenager. I could not get it to do anything. And I was like, the car's fine. And then we went to go pick her up at the airport. And as we was going there, we pulled in and she had to go to Starbucks, a little coffee place.
Mm-hmm.
Third gear. She's going around the drive-through.
Oh, Lord.
That poor clutch is just smoking. We got smoke coming out from under the. She goes, there it goes. And I'm just over there like this. Shift. Please shift.
Lord.
So, yeah. We found out why the car was smoking.
Yeah, it took about 10,000 miles off that clutch.
You know, you guys are talking about my first ever street race. I had a 4-speed Duster and I was racing a GTO and I thought I was frying my rear tires, but I wasn't.
That's all clutch.
I didn't bother getting out of it until it smelled funny. Oh.
Well, I had a 83 Mustang GT when I was in high school that I had built up. This is before all the fancy stuff you get. I had a 460 down in that thing. The hood would barely close over the top of it. And I blew out rear ends like you would not, I mean, like nobody's business. Just blow them out. Well, a buddy and I went home, and I knew I was blowing out the rest. I said, we need to change this rear end so we can go up to the cruise route, So we go change this rear end, and I threw the ratchet and everything over to him to put the other side wheels on, the passenger side wheels on, and I guess he didn't hear me. And we got going. We got all the way to the cruise route here in Effingham, Illinois, and I went to do the, show off Burnout, and all of a sudden I seen my rear wheel go past me. The ass hit the ground. There goes a Cooper Cobra just flying down friggin' thing. Hits the car in front of me. And it's like at that time was a brand new 1992 Mustang GT. Ripped the fender right off that thing, and
oh Lord!
And he come back, and it was a set of twins, right? They were the big time, you know, the set of twins. They were loaded, brand new car. I walk up there, man, I'm sorry. And he goes, you owe us a bumper. I can't believe you did that. And I said, well, maybe you should buy a better car. They barely touched it, and the fender came, you know, the friggin' bumper came off. And he's like, don't blow this off on us. I was like, well, buy a better car. I mean, you know, you never know when wheels are going to come flying off a hot rod. And I had that happen. I was going over an overpass one time. Me and some friends were out drinking, and I watched my rear wheel with the lugs broke off because we did an accidental slide into that turn. And I went up over this overpass, and I felt my car get kind of weird, and then I saw my freaking rear wheel go bouncing off the overpass down onto the interstate and just bouncing across the interstate. And I'm sitting there, yeah, we'll just keep going. So I got to the next house, and then we walked down from that house and got my damn wheel. Just tore the hell out of everything. Luckily, it didn't hit nobody. I mean, that would have sucked. But, yeah. I don't know. I have stupid shit like that happen to me all the time, or used to. Now I'm smart, and I give it about 15 ugga-duggas, so they don't come off. And don't buy cheap frickin' lug bolts.
Well, I learned the hard way with using a battery impact to tighten up my wheels.
Mm.
I got to work, and I heard the wheels clunking, and I had a 4-lug, and I had 1 lug nut left, and it was loose. So I got lucky.
Jeez.
You learned the sound of lug nuts in the hubcap. What's that? No. Oh, get over.
Most of my shit happens when I'm hungover for some reason. Not for a long time. Not for a long ass time, because I don't really drink that much, but anymore. But I drove from Carbondale, Illinois to Effingham. It's about a 3-hour drive. And you know, you're doing this. I was 17, 18 years old, and I had a 76 Dodge Aspen station wagon, pea green, and it was slant 6 automatic, you know, had about as much power as, you know,
a lawnmower.
Yeah, pretty much. And I drove that thing all the way home, and I pulled in the driveway, and you know, this is driving, you're hungover. Not drunk, just hungover. Well, I might have still been drunk. I don't know. It was the 90s. I don't remember. And I get all the way home to my hometown. I pull in the driveway, and my dad comes walking out of the garage. He's like, what the hell's wrong with your car? What do you mean? And I started it back up, and it was like, roar, 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 and it finally started going, and it kicked back over, and you could hear it. I don't know. We opened the hood, bottom radiator hose is gone.
Oh.
Buddy of mine, we didn't have cell phones back then. So a buddy of mine's like, dude, he pulls into my house. I tried to get a hold of you back in Marion, Illinois, which is 110 miles. You lost your radiator back before you got on the interstate. I was like, really? And he says, yeah. And my dad just looked at me and shook his head and walked back in the house. But I ran that thing for 120 miles, no coolant in the middle of summer.
Yeah.
And I will tell everybody, I'm not a Mopar fan. I never have been, because I grew up in a town of nothing but Mopars. You just get sick of seeing them. So that slant 6 motor is the absolute best motor ever made. That thing,
that's why they quit making them.
Yeah. I had a buddy that threw a rod out the side of the son of a bitch. And he took a torch, cut the rest of the rod off, covered the hole with, like, I don't know, cardboard or a glove, and he kept driving it. 5 cylinders.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't believe it. But I absolutely, that's what that D100 I got one in it. And I thought about swapping in oh yeah, here we go. I thought about swapping in a new Hemi. Just find a I don't know much about them, but like a new Hemi out of a Dodge truck or something.
Yeah, like a 5.7 or something.
Yeah, like a 5.7. But I love those slant sixes so much, and that thing hadn't ran for years, and I got it running here in the driveway. Yeah. And it belonged to a former land speed record holder that I know personally. I saw that truck when it was brand new come off the lot. And it don't look like that now. Yeah. But black and tan. It's black with the tan stripe, with the tan interior, slant six 4-speed. You know, and I could fix it up just the way I still might. I thought about being a real dickhead and putting like a 302 or something in it. But
well, if you want hits on YouTube, throw an LS in it.
Well, I've told people that I got to know that Cam Racing, that kid. He's like 18 years old on the Power Tour, and he had a Duster with an LS swap, and this kid got all kinds of shit. I mean, people, they tore him up left and right for doing that.
Yeah.
But they weren't complaining when they were filming him doing donuts around everybody else. I don't like a lot of the LS swap stuff. I mean, I know why Buff's doing it, because Jesus, you don't want to pay for this.
Congratulations, man.
You do not want to pay for this.
I was willing to put, somebody offered a Ford 460, somebody offered a Mopar. There was lots of offers out there, but yet at the end of the day, I had an LS sitting in the side yard. If any of those engines had showed up, I would have put a Ford or a Mopar engine in this Pontiac just to piss people off. I had no problem with that.
Or you
I completely understand the LS. Yeah.
Well, I'm a big fan of making sure you never put a Mopar in a Chevy or a Chevy in a Ford. So just putting that out there.
I was just gonna do it for the views. That was it.
I'm a purist to that point where I like to keep things, but then again, I don't like LS swaps. I got a neighbor four houses down. He LS swaps everything. He has a 1967 Chevelle Malibu.
Nice
had
car.
The original 396 car.
That's what I love in it.
Okay.
SS car?
No, just a regular Malibu, but a beautiful car nonetheless. And one day I was down there and it ran great. This thing ran great. And he's like, one day I went by and I saw that 396 up on the motor hoist. And I stopped in. I said, what in the F are you doing? He says, oh, I got this friggin' 6.0 that I have blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you got to be shitting me. And he did. He had just converted that thing to a sniper, then decided he wanted to put an LS in it, and he did. But you know what? He took that LS out about 4 or 5 times before he finally got it right. Number 3, Buff, cam bearing kept going out on him.
That's
finally
notorious for that.
He finally got it right, and he drives it all the time. And then he just built a 65 or 66 Chevy, and he did it all. It's lowered and got bags and all that shit. He's real good at that stuff. I'm not going to sit here and tell people that I can just throw it in. If I do that Hemi swap or an LS swap, I'm flying off the cuff, man.
Later.
I don't know. You know, I have no idea how to do that crap. And I was ASE certified at one time, but that was before all this stuff, you know. I don't know.
You know, I understand the LS swap because it's cheap. You can make it reliable, and yeah, you can make gobs of horsepower out of it. But
It's cheap and easy and readily
Yeah.
available. You
Right.
can get them, between 300 and 400 horsepower as they sit, and throw a little bit of boost to them, and you're 500-600 horsepower.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
stupid cheap and easy. But
there,
I will tell you that wasn't my first choice. It's just
Yeah.
what happened to be laying
What
there.
happened? Yep.
there's a
And
guy
I
that
knew I
has
was gonna
a.
catch crap over it.
He's got an 83 or 84 square body Chevy with a turbo LS he drives around town.
Oh, and you're going to get 20 miles per gallon on
Right.
average.
And that truck is
With the
stupid.
turbo.
Yeah,
I-
that truck is stupid.
I sent an email the other day to Derek Berry because I don't know if you guys watch that show or not still, but he has that square body,
Yeah.
a white square body he saved, and he is swapping that thing
With a
to
Hemi.
a 5.7 liter Hemi.
Right.
And I was like, dude, I love it because the hate will come. And he sent me an email back saying the hate came. He says he's getting all kinds of shit. And I was like, well, if that's what you want to do, but evidently they make all the stuff, you just swap it over.
Right.
Of course, Holly probably sent him everything, but still, it's the fact that he's in everything he's been doing lately has been kind of like, you okay, okay. Well, now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch this because I want to read the comments,
Right.
because I want to see if he gets as much shit as I did about my friggin' oil pan. I got 15 comments today about that. You did check the clearance on that before you rotated it by hand before you started it, right? No, I just dropped some bitch in there and fired it up.
Did they not realize
It'll be all right.
that was all for show?
It was absolutely for show. I actually, I was
That's the
talking to
part I don't
Dalton.
get.
I was talking to Dalton with Pole Barn Garage about it, and he's like, "Man, just finesse it a little bit." And I was like, "Okay." Well, I just started swinging. I didn't even think about it. I was like, I knew I already had the other pan ordered. I was just waiting on it. I was like, oh, I'm bored. I had shit ordered for Blanche, my Ranchero, and I had everything, but nothing was coming in. So I was like, okay, I'll just do this. And at first it was I was just going to do that and then take it off and put this pan on it. Nope. People started raising hell. So I dropped it in here and I started it.
I can't believe you destroyed this. Yeah.
It'll eventually work itself out. It'll be fine.
It was there's a
Self-clearance.
difference when I got in an argument with the guy that Buff knows.
The Richard guy.
That guy. It was, the thing was hitting, and I told him, I told everybody, well, I went into the windage tray. Well, the thing is these older 400 blocks, they had a windage tray that bolts to the bottom of the motor. And there's a windage tray in the new pans in the bottom. I can grab that piece of shit and show you. But the windage tray in it, there isn't one of those in these older engines. It's just the one that bolts on the bottom of the motor.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the one it got into, and it made a little hole. That's why I said, oh, look, a drain hole. I just beat the thing back down. Well, now, I mean, it's fine. It is absolutely fine. But holy cow, man. My dogs are ugly. I'm white trash, inbred. I'll bet your kids have 3 eyes. I mean, it turned into, and it's still gaining. I think I'm at like 180,000 views on that thing.
Wow.
And
just let it roll.
I don't, like I said, man, I'm freedom of speech. You want to call me whatever you want. I don't care. I'm having a ball.
I got a buddy of mine that's got 3 or 4 LSs. I want to just take one and set it in Copperhead and do a video of it.
Just for the hate.
Just for the hate. Yep, just for the hate.
Well,
I want to take Jay's I want to take your oil pan and put it in my Illustrator program and see if I can't do an outline with it all bashed in, and then make that a T-shirt for you, because that would be amazing.
Oh yes, that would be cool.
Oh, trust me, my first shirt. I don't have the money right now. Me and Buff were talking about this right now. Money, it's gone. It's over there at the other property somewhere, not anywhere near me. And but I want to get my Irish Outlaw Garage logo right here, and then across the top, it's just going to say "Pissed Off Fabrication." And everybody thought that would be hilarious. The other one was what was that other one, BareRose, that I said? It was I was on your live. It was, oh, I got Ford on me and it's starting to itch.
It's starting to itch. Yeah.
I
used that one today with a Mopar.
Did you? That's hilarious. Somebody said, "Where do you write this?" I just said it. I don't know, but I've said some really stupid shit that people said that I need to make. Evidently, I need to make T-shirts out of. But holy crap, have you checked the price of making T-shirts lately?
Yes, oh God, yes.
Woo!
Because I wanted to make some, but no.
And then I want to get shirts that are made in the USA.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn. Evidently.
So, every one of my shirts, I paid the extra money to get the higher quality, better fit, and of course, made in the USA. And so when people buy a T-shirt from me, by the time I ship it to them, I'm actually real close to breaking
even. Yeah.
And that's okay. But, you know, there's almost $2,000 worth of shirts and hats sitting in the shelf waiting for people to buy them. So
that's why I've been
still
looking at Teespring and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've been looking at print on demand also.
Yeah. I just went local because then I could definitely control the quality in-house.
Yeah.
And I was very particular that I wasn't going to buy, like, I don't know if you guys buy these T-shirts from like 1320. Some of those places, they're garbage. They're thin, they're crappy. They fit a very small Asian person, not an American. And yeah. So,
and they're a good fit.
And I upgraded, you know, my quality. So
yeah, I'm working with the people that I ride motorcycles. Obviously, I'm in a riding club technically, and we get our shirts done at this place here in town where I'm from. And then I also we had our band shirts, you know, the bands that I'm in, and stuff like that. And I'm working with them to try to make something where I can do a website like yours, Buff, and it just goes to them and they make it and ship it for me. And I'm not going to make a lot of it, but it's pretty cool. Like this one, Amber made this. She made this in the basement, and it's got the logo on the back, and we can do it ourselves, but my God, you know, it's like,
it's a lot of time.
And I wish that all the shirts fit as good as this one.
We decided we were going to try to do our own stickers. We have the Cricut machine, and that ended the second sticker. We were like, nope.
Yeah.
And went to Sticker Mule. We uploaded the logo, and they literally had it. What is it? They looked it over, decided this is what size it needed to be, adjusted the price, and boom, they were done. Within a week or so, we had them. And
yeah, I can't remember what company I used. But I do have stickers. I just haven't.
Yep.
My buddy's got one of those sticker or vinyl cutting machines or whatever, and the vinyl that's on the back of Old Red, he made that for me. But he can't do real intricate stuff. And he can't do stuff like he can't do stuff like Sticker Mule does. You know, where you can just send him a picture and do it. But for lettering and stuff like that, he does a great job with his stuff. You know, and
on a T-shirt though, it's a hot spot.
Yep.
Right. Well, he's done a couple T-shirts for me for Yankee Rose, and he just made them just for me. You know, but they're not very good quality. Just because he didn't want to spend because if you get a really good shirt maker, it's expensive.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
You got to be in a business to warrant buying a shirt machine.
Yeah.
You just have to.
Yep. So the
same
place
with
I use, they have a massive machine. They actually have 3 different ones. One will actually print directly onto the shirt, which we decided not to do for mine. And then they have another one that does some kind of a lamination over the shirt, and then it gets pressed on. And then what they did with my shirts was they actually printed onto a piece of plastic. I mean, to me, it looked like wax paper. And then they put my shirt into this press, and then they take and they set it on the shirt, and then they heat it on. And I don't know how it worked, but it worked amazing.
It essentially burns it into the material.
Yep. Yeah. And we wash it, we dry it, and it's held up. So I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah.
But try finding these hats. They are sold out everywhere in the country.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they are.
Yeah, because hats are a little cheaper to do.
Mine was $21.
Really?
Because they're in high demand. The shirts were a lot less.
Okay, because when I was looking at hats, they were actually a little cheaper than what shirts were going to be.
This Richardson 112, everybody wants it, and it was $21. I got one other lady that claims she can get me some, and she wants $18, which is cheaper, but she only has like 10 of them. So that's what I'm saying is they are sold out everywhere.
Yeah, and what stinks, they say, well, if you buy 2,000 of them, you get them,
they can't
$10.
get 2,000 hats.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying like shirts and stuff,
Right.
They say, well, if you buy 2,000 of them, you can get $10 off a shirt. Well, then you do the math. It's like, damn, I don't want to have that much money tied up into this.
Exactly.
Just to save $10 a shirt.
Yep.
So
and it's tough to move that inventory, when you're
right. See, I'd want to make like maybe 25 to 30 shirts, maybe.
That's a good.
To see if anybody would actually want to buy them, or if I could even give them away.
I plugged in every video, not because I'm trying to get rich, just trying to recoup my cost and get my name out there. But I know at no name, I'm sure I'm going to sell some.
Right.
Well, that's where
I didn't do it.
Jay,
coming for you, Jay?
I'm waiting for my dog to howl. Well, we had one come to the house. My neighbor passed out, and he has Parkinson's real bad, and he passed out. And I guess there he goes. You hear that? That's one of my 15 dogs. But he passed out and hit his head, and I guess my neighbor, who's my niece, she her kids were out and saw him laying on the freaking concrete, and I had a damn ambulance stop by, but I hope he's all right. He's a good dude. He's just like right down I live on like a road where you go back and it's a dead end, and basically the road is in my property, that kind of thing. And I got neighbors behind me, and he's a pretty good dude. He used to have a little bit of a drinking problem, but now he just drinks Dr. Pepper, and it's unfortunate. That Parkinson's, man, that shit sucks. I wouldn't want that I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. That's
no kidding.
That's a hell of a life. But no, I just had that happen. And
I'm about to get off here and go to bed.
Go to bed.
I thought you got the siren hooked up.
What's
that?
No, I do. I got to show you something. I had my local shop / junkyard in my area. I go there and I got all the brake parts for Artemis here. And I was going through their garage, and I've been going there since I was about 11 or 12 years old.
On a Uga horn.
That is a real one. That is not a reman. That is a real one. and
it's not a scratcher. That's an actual Ooga. Yeah.
yeah, it's real. I can.
Be loud.
It's loud. Yeah, it's real. This was the family's. They had it, and he put this on his Jeep when they had cattle. And he would run out there in his Jeep, and he'd let this thing just, and all the cattle would know it's time to go in to feed. And I bought it, and it's going on the ambulance.
Nice.
So
that almost sounds like a siren, kinda. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, there is a. I don't know if you can see it. Let me unplug this. I'll show you. There's I got this. I don't know if you can see that in the light. It's still in here. It's that's the original horn to this ambulance.
I need
Oh, cool.
And it's still in here. Well,
Sweet.
and it works. It works. And then I can show you, maybe if I can get the light. The racing seat. Look at that. It still has all
the switch panel.
It has the switch panel for the flash and like the siren horn, panel lights, dome, rear heater, and air. But
nice.
Yeah. I actually forgot to. Got in there and I turned the key on. I've got it set up now where you can just turn the key and start it instead of my one-man little switch. And I grabbed the windshield wiper knob, and I was sitting on the floor, and I hadn't put a ground on it yet from the motor to the body. And yeah, I got a jump.
Did you become the ground?
I became the ground. Got a hell of a jump start. I did not get that on camera, unfortunately, but but yeah, I got.
Did you get those tracking numbers?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep,
cool.
I got them. I say we'll just get them in here, and that's for Artemis.
Sorry, it took so long.
Artemis,
I don't know why it came back.
I ain't worried about it. I still got to tear into that damn car. I got to change the oil pump on it, and well, I mean, what I got? What if we go by hours? What is it? 700 and something.
938.
Yeah, 9. I got plenty of time.
Not enough.
Somewhere in the middle of this, I gotta actually finish this car, but I did get, like I said, I got the drive shafts done. The motor's fine, other than this piece of shit Holly. And then Amber started tearing the original seat apart. And I don't know what we're going to do for a seat. I've got a bunch of stuff that I used to, recover some boat seats that I had. I think we might just throw that over it for now. But the spring system is broke on it, so you can't slide it backwards and forwards.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like 5 foot nothing. So
lots of
I'm going to have to, I told her, I said, we're just going to have to set it and we'll put you a booster seat or something in there for now.
Couple phone books.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mexican blankets and 2 gunny sacks.
Yep.
And a bunch of quilt batting.
Well,
You
they
lay
make
your
the
gunny sack down, and then you lay quilt batting over it, and then just wrap it with a Mexican blanket and hog ring it in. That way you can always take it off.
Now we're doing the
Hog
BareRose
rings are
upholstery
cheap.
show.
I never thought about that. I thought, I put the racing seat in it and let her sit in that, and it was like, driving Miss Daisy. She was like, and it's even on a pedestal, and she was up like this. I'm like, yeah, that ain't gonna work. But she is the head cook at a junior high in my hometown. She just got that job, and she's been driving our 76 Malibu because our 16-year-old's been taking our Trailhawk to school because he's a junior in high school. He wants to drive to school. And she's been taking that Malibu, and it's nonstop. Do a burnout. Do a burnout. She's like, I ain't going to do a burnout. Well, then she was, I guess, she was cooking the other day, and it was her turn to hand out food or whatever. And she's out there, and the superintendent of the school system, the entire school system is right next to her, and the kids are like across the, she's handing them trays and stuff. And they're like, you need to do a burnout, you go out there and blah, blah, blah. And the superintendent just heard like that one little thing. She said, burnout what? It's like, she's like, I didn't do anything. They're asking me to do a burnout. But so she's switching it up. Monday, she's taking the javelin. That way she can take it in there, and the kids are gonna go, what in the hell is that? Because nobody. I had that happen today. I decided to take him up to get parts, and I was like, oh man. Guy comes walking up. He said, what is this? It looks like a Mustang. I said, how dare you? How dare you? And he goes, I said, it's AMC Javelin. Oh, I don't even know what that is. Look it up. Look it up. It's a real car.
Why'd you put the seat belts on the door?
Yeah.
Doesn't know what an AMC is.
I mean, the young kids, though, they wouldn't know what the hell an AMC. They would, if they weren't
They
in
know
the
what
car.
a Toyota is, but they don't know what an AMC is.
Yeah.
Toyota Camry. That's a hot rod. All right.
Yeah. Do a search on Marketplace for race car, and get a kick out of what people put as race car.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. I can't believe it, but the other day, and it went fast, there was a Yugo on our Marketplace.
Wow.
I thought about buying it for the shits and grins of it. And, that would, say, well, Artemis ain't going to make it, but I got this Yugo here. Yep. I'm going to see how that thing does. And it ran and drove.
It's basically got your lawnmower carb on there, so you're good to go.
It basically is a lawnmower.
That's what I'm saying.
My son's PW50 has a bigger one.
455 and a Pacer.
Nice.
Ooh.
Boy, it'd do burnouts for days because it had absolutely no weight in the rear.
Well, that's like I'm hoping I have enough time to. Blanche needs. I've got a mini spool for a 9-inch in the garage here, and I can't believe it. It's a Ranchero 500, and this guy built it up to look all drag and all the big 70s crap. Son of a bitch is one wheel appeal.
Yeah.
I was like, I got out here and I was like, oh yeah, she's burning out, and Amber says, or it was actually Aiden, only one wheel was turning. And I said, what? And he goes, yeah. And I was like, crap. So I looked at the footage. I was like, you got to be kidding me. But yeah, it's a 9-inch with a one-wheel peel.
Wow.
So if I have time, I'm going to try to put the mini spool in it. That way, at least I can take something with, posi track in the burnout pit, for God's sakes. This thing's one wheel. It's one wheel. The Javelin isn't, but I ain't putting it in no burnout pit.
Well, a welder will take care of that.
I know, but I'm so horrible I couldn't even link and weld. I couldn't link and lock the thing if I tried.
What rear end is in the Javelin?
It's got the 20. But I put that Lock-Right Power Tracks thing in it. But it's a 304 with about 50 horsepower, So
I'll tell you what, if you want to see a weird AMC, go check out Landon's Customs, that Rambler he just picked up. That is one of the strangest things I've seen.
What year?
65. 65, right, Landon?
Oh, 65?
The rear end is direct connected to the motor. The motor is the pivot point.
Really?
When the back of the car goes up and down, the motor goes up and down.
Oh
Well,
wow!
that's got to be good with a bull.
It's solid mounted. It is the strangest thing I've
So
seen.
it's almost got like a torque tube on it.
Yeah, but no pivot.
Wow, that's weird. That really is weird.
We went to load it up, and he went in the back to push it, and it went down, and the motor come up. I was like, "Whoa, there's something wrong here. You got a broken motor mount or something." And I looked under it to see make sure the cross member was there. There ain't none. There's none on the
It's crazy.
66
Wow.
That's
Rambler
one of the
class.
66, yeah.
one of the cars that I have off site that I don't show everybody. It's not here. I have it at another place. It's a 59. I have a Rambler American.
Okay.
It's a 4-door with push button transmission, and it's at a salvage yard that I'm good friends with, and I have that, and I have a 73 Olds Cutlass 4-door with a 350 rocket in it.
Nice.
And I actually thought about going and grabbing that and making that my burnout car, because who wouldn't want to drive a fucking land yacht in a burnout pit? So I thought about it, and I was just like, man, I just don't have time, because everybody wants to see him. So I'm like, I just need to focus all my time on the ambulance. And
Yeah. Well, you know, last year I missed the opportunity to buy what was the Rambler, the high output Rambler. I can't remember the actual name of it. It had the 390 in it.
Rambler Scrambler?
Yeah, the Scrambler. Rolling chassis for $6,000. The motor and transmission were gone. I didn't have the money quite when he had it for sale, and somebody snatched it up. I was going to put my 408 in that. That would have been a cool little setup.
My buddy and his 2 brothers have 3 of those.
Really?
Original Rambler Scramblers. Yeah, they're just, I used to work for their family business. They're just a few miles away from me. All the red, white, and blue Rambler Scrambler. Yep, they've got 3 of them original with the original 390s in them, 4-speeds. And they just kind of sit in the garage, which those are so friggin' rare. It's probably best they just sit in the garage.
Yeah, that's something you just take to a show and unload it off the trailer and let it sit there.
We got a guy just north of me that's got the Rebel machine. He brings he drives that thing everywhere.
I had to think about what that one looked like, but yeah,
it's basically the same as a Rambler Scrambler, but it's the AMC Rebel.
Right.
I think it's Rebel machine, they call them. They're actually pretty nice cars. I try to stay away from all that fancy shit. If it's that damn shiny, I don't need it, because I ain't got nowhere to put it, and I would just drive the hell out of it anyway. So
shiny stuff makes me itch.
Yep. That's why I let the rain get on this this ambulance engine with them chrome valve covers. There's a little bit of rust on them now. That way I feel better about it, you know.
So my Pontiac almost I almost had the AMC Rambler American, because it was in the honey hole and then the Pontiac. And it was real close because the Rambler had an engine transmission. But at the last minute, I grabbed the Pontiac instead. So it's still sitting there, 2-door, ready to go.
Those are good light cars.
Yeah, I'm just waiting until next year.
Yeah.
My idea for my Rambler is I want to make a 4-door family car gasser.
Oh yeah.
Like, nice. Bring it up. Holy shit, it's raining. Are you serious?
I can see the lightning.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, well. I've already been shocked once today, so I should be okay. Trying to read the comments while I'm doing this. It's hard to do on a phone. I'm actually on my phone. I can't believe I ain't lost, like, communication.
It got a little sketchy when you went inside, but As soon as
Yeah.
you came back out, it came right back.
But I'm still running on my 4G. I'm usually on my computer, but
Yeah.
it just sucks that I can't read the comments while I'm watching,
Yeah.
what's going on.
It's tough to do this live stuff from your phone.
Actually, it ain't been bad so far. At least I can hear you. I wish I could go through my big stereo in the garage. For some reason, it won't hook up to it. I
That
got
stinks.
my stereo in my garage is most people's PA. Like, well, I'll give you an idea of what's going on. For the Burnout contest and stuff at No Name Nationals, John called me, and there's no, there's everything in the drag strip is the megaphone horns all down the drag strip. I'm actually going to load my camper that I'm bringing down there with PA, and that's going to be and that's why I was saying, Travis, bring your damn guitar, because at the end of the night, we'll just plug into that son of a bitch. And Barry, bring yours. Everybody bring a guitar. We'll just jam out. I'll bring some microphones and all that crap. We'll just have a drunken jam session that we can all not get monetized with.
Well, nobody wants to hear me sing. I'll just put it to you that way.
Well, I'll sing, but I'm not going to tell you it's going to be the right words.
Or even on key.
No, I can actually sing. I just don't know all the lyrics. I know all kinds of music. Just I don't know all the lyrics. But I can put one of these in front of me with like a tablet and stare like a karaoke guy.
We'll just do some Captain Beefheart.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm a subscriber to Epidemic Sound, so I'll just play that shit all night for DJ stuff. And this is I pay this. I can play this. I pay for this. But I'll probably bring my guitar and I'll have that PA there and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'll grab my Jackson and bring that up.
You got an acoustic or electric?
Electric.
Electric.
You got a Carb Jackson?
Do it?
You've got a Jackson?
Yeah, I got a Jackson and a BC Rich. I'll keep the BC Rich at home.
Old school.
You like babies?
Yeah.
I used to have an original bitch.
Nice.
My very first guitar was a BC Rich Stealth.
Oh.
Somebody gave it to me for Christmas. Actually, I wanted a guitar for Christmas, and my mom asked a friend of hers what would be a good guitar for him to start with. He says, well, I got one. I'll just give it to him. So I went around to music stores. Nobody knew what it was. Well, it was a BC Rich. Everybody knew it was a BC Rich, but they didn't know what style it was.
Oh.
And it took years. And finally, I bought a Gibson. But I was broke at the time, so I needed to sell my other guitar. So a buddy of mine put it on eBay. Well, once we did that, we figured out what it was. Well, it sold for real cheap. Somebody got a really good deal on it. And now you can't touch one for under $1,000.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, dang, I really wish I would have kept that.
Yeah.
My main guitar that I play is a US Telecaster Custom.
Nice.
That's my main. It's got a chrome pick guard and all that stuff on it. But then
I never
got
could play a Tele. The controls are right there. I punish my hand with a Tele.
Yeah. I've got a US PV Tracer with the reverse headstock.
Uh-huh.
And then I've got my favorite guitar is that Tele, but then I've got a Blacktop Strat, and I've got the camo Dimebag Daryl.
Oh, nice.
That's just awesome. And then I've got the Dimebag Razorback yellow and black V. And I really love that guitar. That guitar plays. It's a neck through, and it's all one piece. And I've got a few, but I should pay more attention to my drum sets. But I like guitars, so I just get whatever I can.
I'm trying to reach through the chair to pet the puppy, but it's not working.
Yep.
Yeah, mine's right there. She don't leave my side. She's the one you always see in my shorts. She's right there.
Tattooed to my arm right there.
It's like I felt some drops and it just went away. That's the way it's been all day.
I was going to try to name my daughter Charvel, but the wife wasn't having it.
I need to buy another Warlock and sending for sale on the pawn shop.
Boy, that's a good looking puppy.
She was asleep until I turned the cam on.
Oh, yeah.
You should go on the show then.
She said, "People, there's people."
Holy shit. I just got a notification. Pissed Off Poncho is alive. Recommended Irish Outlaw Garage. Well, no shit. That's I was like, wait a minute, why am I getting notified of my own video? No shit, I made it and I put it on there.
I've had that happen too. It says, "Hey, have you seen this?" Well, yeah, I made.
Yes, I have.
I tried doing that so I could remember when I premiere and stuff like that. But my phone is so slow to recognizing them that I get the notification after it's already started.
But see what I was cussing earlier, guys?
Oh, yeah. Looks.
He bit and scratched me when he jumped up in the chair because he wanted me to move my feet.
Yeah, I got. Hey, Dixie.
I've actually still got my first guitar. It looks nothing
She
like
don't
what
leave my side.
It's good to see you, Russell. And it looks like we're, what, 102 more to go? And you get a line up against Second Chance Messenger? So anybody who hasn't subbed him, jump over there and give him a sub, because I want to line up against him.
Which one's that? I didn't hear you.
Outfitters Garage?
Oh, yeah.
Or Outfits Garage. Some people think, oh, it's just a little 2.8, but I know what those little 2.8s can do.
Yeah.
Especially in a light car like that.
Our little puppy dog. 60 pounds of her. She thinks she's a lap dog. Looks like yours. Looks like yours thinks she's a lap dog too.
My lap dog is 100 pounds.
Yeah.
I do.
Nope. Missed. Oh man.
Jeez.
I needed this because this thing pissed me off. I walked in the house and kids and the cat and everybody just got the hell out of my way. It was like, yep, he's having carburetor trouble.
Sit down. Sit down.
Oh, big dog!
Yeah.
Holy cow!
Oh, you got a few there.
Those aren't dogs. Those are horses.
That's a horse.
It's a miniature horse.
You can saddle it. It's not a dog.
I've got one of them in the house.
Yeah,
that's like when I was working at O'Reilly's. This woman said, "Do you mind if I bring my dog in?" I said, "Sure." And she goes out and brings in this Great Dane. I said, "That's not a dog. That's a horse."
Yeah. Yeah, they're both Great Pyrenees mixed, but one is Great Pyrenees and Australian Shepherd, and the other one is Great Pyrenees and St. Bernard. So they're not small.
Oh, no.
My dad had a Great Pyrenees. It was one of the best dogs I'd ever seen.
They're really good. They swim well, too.
Yeah. Yeah, it liked to. She had a pond, and that dog would just jump off in it, big old long hair, and then want to jump right in the house. It was like
Yeah.
Dad was this goddamn dog, but then you'd see him outside, he'd be this pet, dude. Yeah. But I don't know. I've always been accustomed to herding dogs. I don't know why. I had a border collie for 17 years, and
Wow.
dog went everywhere with me, and it got to the point where he was like, "Hey, boss, you know, I'm getting kind of old, and I'd really like to die, and you just keep like hanging me around here and yada yada." And he finally, I got an underground fence, and he finally zapped his ass himself, went out and got hit out on the road. I live like just off of a major, well, not a major, but a highway.
Mhm.
And he got hit, and I didn't see him when I come outside, and I walked over to the backyard, got my semi, and still didn't see him. I thought, well, he ran off, you know, he does shit like that. I pulled down on the highway, and there he was laying there looking at me, smiling, like, hey, I just got hit by a car. I can't move my legs. And I finally had to take him in and put him down, but he smiled the whole time. He wasn't in any pain. And but yeah, I had a black and white border collie named Charlie, and I had him for 17 years.
Wow.
And he rode in the truck with me, and you know, he was just like her, just right at my side the whole time. That's why I like the herding dogs, because they are loyal and very like protective. Like
Yes.
if somebody comes in the yard that they don't know, this blue heeler will absolutely tear ass to let you know, hey, welcome to my yard. And she has nipped people in the ankle and stuff, you know, but I think that's the nature. She don't draw blood or bite hard. She just, hey, I'm right here.
That's
How you
why
doing?
they call it healer.
It's like, welcome to Irish Outlaw Garage.
Well, you know, people talk about shepherds and pit bulls and Rottweilers and stuff being a vicious breed. It's the Chihuahuas. I bet you more people have been bit by a Chihuahua than any dog on planet.
Yeah, Chihuahuas are. I hate hairless rats. They're just
Target practice. That's what I started calling them. Target practice. I hate Chihuahuas.
My dogs will call them lunch.
I don't know.
Oh, there we go.
Between those and them damn wiener dogs.
Wiener dogs ain't so bad, but Chihuahuas are just they're just mean. Something wrong with Chihuahuas. Chihuahuas are fucking mean. Yes.
They have a vicious
fucking
side,
mean.
but they think they're Great Danes.
Yeah.
What is that one, Clint?
Her father was a purebred Doberman, and he was slumming it with a mutt. So we don't know.
Oh, okay. Hey, mutts are some of the greatest dogs in the world.
She's the best dog I've ever had by like a mile.
I've got Storm, he's a mutt. He is red border collie. I had another border collie that was at I prefer to more rescue dogs from, you know, the shelter or something like that if they need be. And he was a red border collie, red and white, that had a 5 out of 6 heart murmur. So nobody would take him on. So I took him, and I had this female that I still have, Maggie, and she is German Shepherd and Australian Shepherd mix. Anyway, we tried to keep Axel in the house, and he got out, and in 2 seconds he had already bred her.
Wow.
He's just that kind of dog, just horny to beat hell. And Storm was a product of that. And I don't know where he's at, but he is the most beautiful dog you've ever seen. He should be a show dog if he was a pedigree. He's red border collie, Australian Shepherd, German Shepherd mix. Long hair, tricolored. He's beautiful. He's a beautiful dog. He's got a little bit of a anger issue, but towards other dogs, but he's around here. And now it's starting to rain on me. Great. Hold on a minute.
You're gonna
I guess
flood
I
that
better
hallway in a different way.
I better cover this piece of shit. I'd hate to get it down in the intake, you know. I did end up putting a one-wired Wilson alternator on this thing, though. I didn't put the original on because it was going to be a pain in the ass. So
Okay, ugliest dog in the world. He's about 15. That's my daughter's dog.
He's awesome.
He's cute.
All right, Dick, you're gonna move. You're gonna lose your seat. Come on.
My daughter had a little like Papillon Chihuahua mix, and I went out and got this Great Dane English Mastiff mix. When I walked in the door with him, her dog just peed all over the floor. Just looked at that big dog and goes, "Oh no."
That's funny.
Like Bella did when you turned on your robot vacuum cleaner, huh?
Yeah, she doesn't trust that thing.
Oh, my dogs hate the robot vacuum.
I turn it on. She's on my lap.
I got how many windows do I got down in this freaking driveway? Holy crap, somebody, oh, that'd be Zeppelin. Zeppelin rolled the windows up in the Ranchero. That's his car, if you ask him. It's his. So, let me, I gotta, damn, it's actually starting to pour. This is good. There's one. Oh, getting water in the beer. Hold on a minute.
I got a buddy here that breeds Noofs.
Holy shit, it is really starting to rain here.
Yeah, I like Newfies too.
Just what I needed.
When they get a new dog, they'll go to like Germany to go get like the top bloodlines of Noofs.
I don't even know what a Noof looks like.
They're huge.
There's Gabby.
Bigger than my dog.
They come with a saddle.
But I knew he has a lot of hair, and so I thought, well, I won't go that route because they're beautiful, but I have a small house. So then my wife decides to get this Great Pyrenees Saint Bernard puppy, thinking that it would have hair similar to my Great Pyrenees. And being a Saint Bernard mix, this thing, I mean, you could fill your pillow with all the hair every day that comes out.
I'm sure it sheds.
It's all the time.
My roommate in Boise, he was from Brooklyn, and he lived in a little studio apartment in Brooklyn and had a Great Dane. He said, actually, those are the best dogs for a studio apartment because they're so big, all they want to do is just lay around all the time.
Pretty much.
It was like having a coffee table.
All right, Jay, your garage is officially dirtier than mine.
Oh, it's dude. Oh no,
bad.
you want to see it?
Mine is bad.
Look at that.
I got you beat.
Back there. No. I'm not showing it all. Look at this is my workbench, you know.
Yep.
But I know where everything is. I know where.
Why do workbenches become a catch-all?
They're stormy.
Yep.
I thought that was junk. It's a dog. I thought that was just part of the junk, and then it moved.
Yeah. That's our non-show dog. Yeah,
he's pretty.
But yeah, it's it's bad here. I
just have a walking space through my carport. That's all I have.
Yeah, that's what I need right there.
454.
Yep.
Low deck, 454. Well, over here, this is my 429 Thunderjet that I got given to me.
Now we're talking.
Look at that carb, BareRose. Autolite.
Yeah.
Your favorite carburetor.
Yeah. I remember how I told you how to rebuild that.
Yeah.
You got to close your eyes, put it in your left hand, spin around 6 times, and throw it.
I think I'd rather deal with this Holly, honestly.
Still better than Holly.
Well, I don't know. You could just spend the money and get the Holly, you know. Get the
You can
better
mount
Holly.
it up and it'll run.
What I need is about 5,000 million subscribers, and then, you know, they'll just send me electrical digital shit. And then, you know, but
Yeah, how does that work? Where's all this free parts coming from? I haven't seen that yet.
yeah,
I've never seen free parts.
honestly, there was somebody told
I've
me
got a few.
The
3,000
subscribers have given
subscribers.
me some. I've had subscribers send me stuff, but not anyone else.
Yeah.
I've had electric. For some reason, that that stupid review I did on the work lights. It's an earlier one I did. They got a speaker in them, and I tell you, right in the beginning of the video, I don't know if the speaker works. I'm never going to use it. I'm just using it for a work light. But everybody asks how the speakers sound.
No shit.
I don't know. But they're a $20 rechargeable. The magnet on it's so weak it won't even stick up. You know, they're all right work light for what they are. But after I did that, I've had all of these LED light companies hitting me up now.
Really?
Really?
I'd just
But
take them.
be careful with them. What's his name? Country Boy Garage. That's how they got in and hacked his channel.
Yeah.
So
Really?
every one that I get, I send it to Buzz, and then he checks it out for me and says, okay, it's a legit company. Go ahead. If you want to do it, go ahead and do it. But don't click on them just thinking you're going to get the stuff, you know.
Oh, that's cool that Buzz is doing that.
That's
awesome.
a great resource. Yeah, I had no idea you did that.
Check this out. You know how you're sending me that gauge cluster? This is out of the Ranchero, right? Watch this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Lord. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just fake.
This is good.
Did you know that stuff's radioactive?
Oh, that's nice. Thanks. That's good. I'm glad I know that now.
That's what made it kind of glow, and that's why it crumbles like that.
That's why it's green when the lights are on it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Makes sense. Yeah, makes sense.
I
But
forget
You know
all
what
those,
the greatest thing that I've never used from an auto parts store that I finally started using?
Yes.
towel.
What is it?
Tub of
Tub
towels.
of towels.
Yep.
Oh,
I
okay.
was like always scrambling to wash my hands and taking up the kitchen sink and getting bitched at and everything else. And I got these and I was like, man, you can't even tell I actually worked on a car.
the best thing on a snap-on truck is actually their soap, their hand soap.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know what they put in it, but man, it works, and it just takes just a little spot on your hands, and you can wash clear up your elbows with it.
Wow.
Yep.
So how many monthly payments is that?
130 with compounded interest.
Yeah.
Compounded interest and your first child.
Yep.
I go through tons of shop towels and stuff with my diesel mechanic job.
Oh, I bet.
Freaking backhoes, they're so gooey.
You know, back when COVID was hitting pretty hard and you couldn't find paper towels and stuff and toilet paper, I went to the parts store and bought a bunch of the shop towels because the parts store had a bunch of those shop towels, and they work great for paper towels in the house. And
oh, dude,
well, they're a little softer than toilet paper. I just tell you.
We actually don't buy paper towels anymore. We go to Walmart and buy the big pack of those blue towels.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
We use those in the house, man.
I get
They're
them at
nice.
Costco. you get a whole, case of them for $12, 12, 14.
Yeah, they're cheap.
Yeah.
And then inside, with the shop anymore, I just buy these. The white
Box rags.
Yeah. I get these. Our Rural King sells these really cheap. And I've got 2 boxes of these, one in here and one in her little building. And I use the hell out of them. But the blue ones we use in the house. I mean,
Yeah, they work great.
Paper towel. They work
Yeah, they
great
work
for like
great.
when you're cooking in the microwave. They're microwave safe. So, well, let's just say I ain't caught anything on fire yet. So.
Yeah, and like I said, they're softer than toilet paper.
Well, I can believe it. I use them. I bring one in my truck with me. That's what I use to, I have to clean out the teeth to, rejuvenate them. And I use those to clean them out. Boy, it started pouring like hell. Wow.
Well, guys,
Thank
I'm going
God.
to get off here and crash. I'll see y'all later.
It's great seeing you, Travis.
Yeah.
BareRose, I'll get a hold of you sometime next week, and we'll finalize when I'm going to be there.
Sure.
We'll have to all get together.
Yeah. Yeah, Landon's just a little ways from me, so we can make
Okay.
a group.
Cool.
Like 5 minutes.
If
All right, cool. So I guess I'll see y'all in a couple weeks or so.
Yeah.
Week and a half or something. All right, later, guys.
Good night.
Later.
See you, man.
And if you bring a trailer, I'll send you home packing.
Nice.
Yeah, here, take this shit. Get it out of here. Take this with you. Grab a U-Haul. You can get a U-Haul trailer behind your pickup, get a U-Haul truck, and a U-Haul trailer behind your U-Haul truck. Just take it.
You can't
And
use
in
the
Idaho-
S word. You got to call them Mopars.
The who?
The Mopars.
What? I don't know what that is. Oh, Fiat. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, Fiat.
You scrape the old Play-Doh off the floor, and you can see all the seams that didn't get welded.
Oh. Yeah. Whenever I get this car to No Name Nationals, this Pontiac, and I prop the hood open, y'all got to look at the wonders of the welding job done on the frame of this car. I'm pretty sure the guy on the left side was drunk or pissed off about something, because it is, they did this all by hand back then. Still,
It's got to look better
you
than
can
that.
tell it. Well, I've got a section
Hold
of
on,
frame
let
that
me-
looks like that.
Let me hit play here.
What's left of the frame. I'm cleaning it out.
There's a little bit left right there.
It's all on the ground. That's frame.
That's how my frame looked on my Buick.
On that Skylark.
Yeah, it was just falling apart.
But hold on.
I think that was a Salt Lake car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See if I got a better picture of it here.
I told Kim they didn't weld the seams on the dart so that they could save weight.
That's what
I
it
think
looked
it's
like.
true too.
So it's all reinforced. This is all new stuff.
What'd you
Not
do?
bad.
Just make you a template out of cardboard or something, or?
That's exactly what I did.
Nah.
I took a cardboard template and then I took 2x4 tubing. I actually followed Clint's idea and cut the strip out of the middle of the 2x4 tubing and then shaped the sides out of plate and then brought it all together and put the strip down the middle, and it's coming together slowly but surely.
Wait,
Yep. It's going to be solid.
120 wall?
What's that?
120 wall? 2x4?
Sure, I don't know. It's 2x4. It's 1/4 inch thick, whatever that is.
Yeah, 120.
Yeah, it's thick.
250.
Yeah, I don't know welding. As a matter of fact, my welder is outside in the rain right now. So.
Well, mine was
that rust is in there, so when you burn it in, it already has that. It looks like patina. That's exactly why it's in there.
Yeah, my welder was inherited from a guy who got it back in the early 70s, and it's a Montgomery Ward. So,
wow,
if anyone remembers that, it's
been a while. Yeah, we're aging us now. I remember the Montgomery Ward magazine. The little, it was about that thick. Yeah. Yeah.
But it works. It works really well. It can lay perfect dimes all day long.
Nice.
I don't even know.
Do that.
All I got is
The welder
popcorn.
can.
You hit mine with a hammer and it falls apart.
I'll tell you though, of all the skills to learn building a car, welding is way up there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I didn't make it. I didn't make it to that class.
I really underestimated
I've
how
never
much welding I was going to have to do. I thought maybe, a week or so and I'd be done. And it's been 2 weeks and I've only got one side done. So the other side's, it'll go faster now, but oh my God. Everything else
you want
ready.
And you're still in structure, right? You haven't gone to sheet metal yet.
No, I don't really
sheet
care
metal
about that.
welding takes forever.
Yeah, no, I've got my MIG welder that I can just kind of zap it. All else fails, I'll just tech screw it. But I only got little bits that I have to do sheet metal. Everything else is, I just want to make sure when I do a burnout, the back end of the car doesn't fall off.
Sheet metal welding 101.
Yes, that's
there you go.
Right there. That is my sheet metal weld right there. And these are the cheap Menards crap ones. I usually go to Fastenal and get the high tech ones. But
though, for putting body panels on, I don't use Klinkos anymore. I use exactly what you got right there.
Yeah.
They make the perfect holes for plug welds.
Yeah.
So you just put it up to your panel up there, you zap it in, and then you run your cutoff wheel. Makes a perfect cut. So everything lines up. Pull your scrap piece off and just, and there you go.
Yeah.
And then all you got to do is fill that little hole.
Yeah, I can't do that. I always tell people I'm so bad at welding, the worst welder in the world stands over me going, really, dude? I mean, it's like, you can do better. It's kind of like the whole, I get the same thing as, I'm the greatest street racer in the world, Buff. I've done everything the right way and all that, except I'm telling you, I can't do shit when it comes to that. Honesty. I am a horrible welder, even though I have a really nice stick welder back there. I'm not bad doing that. For some reason, I just can't get wire welding. Even with the flux, or if I got gas, I've tried it. I've tried helping my buddies at Derby. I'm terrible. I can cut to beat hell, but I'm not very good at welding. I don't know why I never have been able to grab it. It just, I'll have buddies come over and do it for me.
So
Plasma
gotta be
cutter
really good at
changes the
grinding,
world.
then. Yeah.
I've got one of them too, and I can't do that either.
The plasma cutter is the one thing I did not get from my dad. That's the one thing I really, I didn't ask for it. I got so much from him when he passed, but the one thing I, in the back of my mind, thinking, well, I'd sure like to have his plasma cutter, and I didn't get that. But that's okay.
Yeah. My dad couldn't weld for shit either. That's why he was, old school Army Air Force mechanic. That's where I learned all my crap from. Get it running, get it done, get it back on the road. That's that's the way it was with them old Jeeps and stuff like that, where he was at. It wasn't about pretty. It wasn't about anything. Just get the thing back on the road, done, cheap as possible. I mean, that's just how it was.
Yeah.
I want to get a good welder like Kim has so I can get into it.
Nah, come over and use mine. You know it's there.
Those are nice.
You know the code to get into the shop.
What's that? Grab it and lift. There's the code.
Dang it!
Mine
that's
ain't
the
grab
same
and
as
lift.
mine.
Mine slide.
I have a touch code security on my shop, but all my cars, I leave the keys in them so I don't lose them.
Yep. I got it out there. It's like I got theft insurance. Go ahead, take it. I can build a better car.
Right.
I won't sell my shit, but if you steal it, I'll be forced to. So, man, it is raining like a hell here.
Of course, none of them have got much gas in it, so I can walk and find them.
And there's
Didn't make
only
us
one
far, did
battery.
you?
Yeah, I've only got one battery. So.
So you got to steal the car with the battery. Got it.
That's how I value a car. If it takes a Group 24, that's the one I want.
Because I've got batteries everywhere, just none of them will hold a charge.
Oh yeah. You
But
might
you
need
always
that
need
core.
a core. It's always about the core. I go in to buy a battery, and the guy goes, "Well, this is your core fee." I'm like, "Hold on, I'll be right back." I've got one.
How many do you want?
Getting pretty late here. I gotta go.
It's great seeing you, Clint.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
See you,
Everybody,
Clint.
take care of yourselves. We'll see you guys soon. Maybe next week.
Yeah, take
You bet.
care.
All right. Night.
Damn, it is raining. I forgot something outside. That's why I was going to show you guys a thing that I had to do today. I got the rear U joint changed in my drive shaft, and I couldn't get it out. I ended up having to cut the U joint in half to get the caps out because the little rings, man, I am soaked. All I did was walk out the door. Huh? It was.
The caps were rotted into the yoke.
Oh, they were rust welded. You couldn't get the little clips out.
Snap rings.
Yeah, so I had to, of course, again, this isn't a stock feature of this car, so I had to go in there and just start looking. I'd get on the internet and look on Google, and then we'd get into computer at O'Reilly's, and I finally got it figured out. It's 1310, but it says 621 or something like that on the original cap, which is a discontinued Spicer number. It even says Spicer on the cap, and it was gone. But I got one more I probably should change, but I'm not going to. I'm just hoping it'll blow out and take out that awesome floor job I did. But
the strange ones are those ones Ford was famous for them. The ones that are big on one and little on the other.
Oh yeah, what do they call those?
Cross
I've actually,
like
that. I've actually got one of them in my Cutlass because I got a drive shaft out of a 74 or 75 in my 72, and I've actually got I'm so damn lazy. I've got a brand new built drive shaft for that car with 1350 joints, like the hardcore big time joints, because I plan on putting the tunnel ram on it and all that stuff and give her some real torque. But
speaking of that, what for you guys? What do machine shops or whatever charge you for a custom driveline? Just a standard one, no CVs or anything like that. Just a standard driveline.
This one was, I think it was like $280 or $300.
300.
Something like that. Yeah. and I bought the slip yoke. So there was 60 or 70 for a turbo 400. I think it was something. It's been a couple of years. I don't remember completely, but
We
yeah,
have a shop here, Musselman's. It's about $200.
yeah,
Just for the
it,
driveline, no yoke, just the driveline.
yeah. See, I had to supply the yoke, and I got it here somewhere, but it's but that drive shaft is brand new. I mean, it's all, you know, balanced and all that stuff, and it was. I had him do that at the same time I had to pay to have my entire driveline built for my W900 Kenworth. So he just kind of threw that in the bill.
Well, those are a little more.
The Kenworth cost me about $1,800.
I was gonna say that's a little more.
yeah, that one kind of hurt. I'm actually having trouble with it right now. I worked on it a little bit today, but I'm having trouble with the driveline on it, and the power steering pump decided to blow out a O-ring that nobody seems to can get. So
you do a lot of off-road though.
Oh, I've been digging.
So
I've been digging in the dirt for a while. It's hard on trucks. It's really hard on trucks.
I used to service a lot of logging ones for Amelia Kai.
You know, that's what I actually used to do. I was ASC certified mechanic for a long time. I actually went to school for it, ended up teaching a class on automotive engines at a junior college, not because I was getting paid to do it. It was because the guy that was teaching the class would be on the phone for 45 minutes of a 55-minute class. And I got tired of sitting there, so I got up and just started showing people shit. And this was back when the 4.6 Ford just come out, and nobody would touch that son. You know, the 4.6 chains, and nobody would touch it, so I did. And even the guy that taught the engine class, he's like, why would you want to mess with that? I said, because these are going to be around a long time. And I did it, and the only thing I could ever come up with on the 4.6 was, you know, if you lose your timing chains, you'll get a totaled car because it's going to take out your goddamn fenders and your hood with it.
Everything.
It's going to take it all. Yeah, I always call them the 4.6 of chains. That is the most chain I've ever seen in a friggin' motor. But I ended up starting working on semis, and I had huge toolbox, you know, great big Mac, 20 foot long, had every goddamn tool you could think of. And one day this guy came in, and he's like, beautiful truck. He has this great big ass house. He has all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, holy shit. He goes, yeah. And then I'm getting paid, you know, back then, $10 an hour. Got more in tools than I do in a house. And I'm like, this is some bullshit. So I went and got my CDL because I'd been driving illegally for years. And I went and got my CDL and started driving. You make more money driving than you can working on them. That's for damn sure. So,
and it doesn't break your back as bad.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that because
I hate changing a rear end, but doing one in a semi, oh my god.
Yeah.
And those Harbor Freight jack stands that they recalled.
Yep.
They will hold a semi.
Well, they will. I
don't recommend it, but yeah, they do.
I've actually got a tire burner so I can retread my tires, you know, retread. And I'll jack it up with my damn 5-ton jack that I got, the same one that I jack up this car with, you know, and it'll hold them up, and I'll put that piece of shit Harbor Freight. I got one of them big tonnage. I got one. I don't know how the hell I got one, but I got one. It'll hold up the back of that, and I'll do certain things. I don't have enough power out here to run an air compressor to pull wheels and shit off. But,
and their air-powered bottle jack, yeah, that would lift that Kenworth that's got the grappler on it.
I used to have one with the handle.
The
that
self
you
loader
yeah.
grappler reaches out and grabs the logs, and it hauls the trailer too. Great
Mhm.
big. I mean, that thing must weigh 1 billion pounds. I don't know.
I'd love to get me an outdoor lift. I can't afford a shop, so just getting one of them poor boy lifts that you roll it up on and it's just stable to the ground. And because I'm getting too old, like the rest of us, to keep crawling underneath these damn cars on the rocks. I got a $550 sheet of plywood underneath that car right now, getting soaked down. So that's how I keep them fresh. You just let them out there in the rain. I was smart enough to pick up my refrigerator cardboard though, so it don't get all wet and crappy. But yeah, man, I'm not kidding. It is friggin' pouring here. I don't know if I can. I don't know if it'll show. You can kind of see it. That's my gutter that everybody makes fun of. It's all rusted throughout the bottom. It's just coming out. Everybody's like, "You need to clean your gutters." Why? They don't do anything. So I wanted to do a video of me watering the weeds in it, but I don't know. Amber kind of frowned on that.
Well, that reminds me, I still have to close up my shop. I came in to check on my upload and got sucked into Buck's live, and then my premiere, and now this live. So my garage is still sitting open. So I'm going to go close that. But thanks for letting me on tonight. I appreciate it.
No problem at all. You're welcome anytime, Buff.
All right. We'll catch y'all later, guys.
It's good seeing you. Yeah, probably better wrap it up. It's 10:30.
About bedtime.
About 3 hours.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. One of these days, I'm gonna have to hit that upgrade button.
Get 20 people going at once. Yeah, that's it. I haven't even
StreamYard
done
only
that yet.
gives you what, 20 hours to use in a month,
Yeah,
and then you got to upgrade.
You start paying for everything. I've looked into it, but I don't have time. I'll just get on you guys' lives and take over.
And when you get more than 6 people, it gets convoluted.
Oh yeah.
You know, too much.
It looked like
going on.
We were on John's one time, and he had like 9 or 10 going, and it was like, it looked like the friggin' Brady Bunch of white trash. It's like, this is, y'all are talking too much. I need to like get out of here. You're making me nervous, because I was on the computer and it was just a screen of people. I was like, I'm going to see you guys in a couple months. What are we all doing here? But
and
no, I get it.
The screen picture gets smaller and smaller the more you get in there.
Yep. The only thing I don't like about doing it on my phone is I can't pay attention to the chat.
Yeah.
Without getting off. What is it? Man, there's so many people on there that I've talked to before that I just, I don't know.
I've never done this on YouTube. I've never used the YouTube live.
I've always used
StreamYard. I wonder what the chat is like on that, because StreamYard, it'll catches and then it'll go, and then all of a sudden, and then you got to scroll up and try to. Sometimes it's hard to follow the chat.
Yep.
Because of that delay. There's like a 15-second delay between what we're doing and what's going on the YouTube side.
Yeah.
It gets a little confusing.
The other thing is like you have problems. Like I saw Dizzy Easy the other night. If you go down, he does it off his phone. If you go down and where it pulls up all your things you have open in your phone, you just kind of start swiping them damn things off until it's just the Chrome or Google or whatever. Otherwise, it'll just sit there and feed back and feed back. It like feeds off of itself. I don't know how the hell it does it. But then again, whenever I'm on this, like if I cut off of this and I put on music or somebody tries to call me, it'll come through my PA system in my garage. But when I'm on here, it won't do it. I have to use this earpiece.
Really?
Or through the phone itself. It's weird. They need to make like an app or something that you pull it up because, but then again, I think if I was running that PA, it'd probably feed back.
Probably.
Because that's like 5,000 watts. So
I know if I got the mic too close to the headphones, it'll start feeding back.
Yeah.
So I gotta clip the mic down here.
Right now, I just got this earpiece in, and it's hooked up Bluetooth. I can't believe it's lasted as long as it has. But when I'm on the computer, I use that big one I got. That one sounds a lot better anyway. But
I'm just using my phone.
Yeah. I think I'm going to get off here, go inside, and glad I got everything done that I could before it monsooned on me. Right. I'm hoping, as long as the weather holds up, I'm hoping I may set this thing down with the drive shaft in it tomorrow.
Ooh.
But it'll be with a different friggin' carburetor. So I'm hoping that they'll allow me to return this pile of crap. That's just...
That's what I did.
I'm so angry with this thing right now. The motor in this car, I'm telling you, is going to surprise people. It is going to surprise you what it sounds like. And old school camshaft, grind, just low end from hell. If you rev that thing up, that whole big ass car shifts with the engine. I mean, it is for no more than I put into that thing with a rust pitted number 8 cylinder. It freaking runs good. But that's the thing is everybody's like, you what?
If you get you an Edelbrock AVS2, I mean, you pull it out of the box, slap it on there, and go.
Yeah. See, I don't even use the AVS. I just use that regular, 1107 or something like that. It's just a
basic
600. Yeah. But this is a 400, so that should be plenty. 600 CFM should be plenty. I'm not building a race car here. It's a daily driver. She's literally going to drive this to school to work. So I'm not worried about performance. It's more just run good. That's all I want is to run good. On number 3 Holly, I'm disappointed.
I run a 650 on a big block. On a 460, it does just fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought about actually getting the original style. I've got the original numbers matching carburetor in the other room. And I thought about just soaking it and rebuilding it. It's a, quadrojet.
I
think it's an 800 CFM. Something like that, 750 or 800. It's a bigger one. But it's the original 4-barrel carburetor. And I thought about rebuilding it and sticking it back on there. Because who the hell doesn't love the, that
you get the toilet pump.
The rear bog just go when you hit the gas. Who the hell doesn't love that? But
and then you got to flip the air cleaner.
Oh yeah. Well, this one, I've got a different air cleaner on it. But yeah, you had to flip the air cleaner. And if it backfired, it sounded like a damn cannon going off. But
yeah, but it would still run.
Oh yeah. Everybody makes fun of these quadrojets, but no.
A Holly,
I don't.
It backfires, boom! You blow the power valves, and it's over.
I had when I picked up that Ranchero, I didn't realize there was a box in the front seat. This was in the box in the front seat. It's brand new. I thought about sticking it on there, but it's got all the electrical crap.
Oh, it's not a computerized one, is it?
It's got that right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any way that I could get rid of that and still use it.
I hate those ones.
Yeah.
I got 3 more if you want 3 more.
Nope. I've actually got 3 quadrajets in the other room. But see, the thing is I can use, if one of them in there has a bad plate, this one's brand friggin' new. I'm telling you what, I may just throw this sumbitch on there and see what it'll do. You could get rid of the idle set and all that bullshit, because it'll sit right on that Holly intake. I might try it, because imagine hearing that thing open up on this big ass 400. One wheel peel to feed hell. Oh yeah. I told Amber, I said, you know what, I'd try to find a roots blower setup for this thing. We'll just stick that out of the hood. It's already rusty. We'll just cut it out. It's got enough gap. We don't have to worry about it.
Even
the
a
ring
tunnel
gap.
lamp.
Oh yeah, but they're hard to find for these things. I looked.
Oh, that's right. You're Pontiac, yeah.
But
400.
I had but I thought about
you're
doing
in
that.
strange territory there. Even
Yeah,
for
they're-
roots.
I've got the one for a 455, my Olds motor. It's sitting right there. Actually, Kevin Brown and his buddy up there at Junkyard Digs, they want my tunnel ram. They want to buy it from me for their jet boat, and I just can't get rid of them. They goddamn things are hard to find. They're hard to
Very.
find, and everybody wants $1,000 for it. I was like, I'd hate to tell you what I want for it, man. You know, and this one has the Dominator setup on it. This one's set up for Dominator Carb. So it's like the big monster. Sorry.
Yeah, Buff, you nailed it right there. There's a lot more to a blower than just the blower.
Yep, I know. And I've messed with them before. Look at the size of that. Look at that thing. Yeah.
That's an Offie?
Yeah, Offenhauser. It's an Offenhauser Turbo Thrust 360. It's an original. Came the factory with that top on it. It is aluminum, but it is heavy. And it's all good. It's clean. It needs to be. The plan was I was going to put it on my Cutlass. Look at the hole behind there. Jesus. I can get my this. I'll tell you what, 455 is the absolute biggest goddamn motor. Look at that. They are monsters. I love them. My dad loved old motors. And I do too. But I could throw a charger on it or a blower or something. It's got more gap than a Kardashian after a divorce. But it's kind of the way this Pontiac was. I just put the fit rings. I didn't, like trim them or nothing. Just get the ones that went on the stock ones. But this motor had zero ring groove, or what do you call it? I've had one too many Budweisers. The what you call it on the top of the that. It's the I can't think of it. What the hell you call it? At the top of the cylinder where there's groove in there. Come on now. You're an engine builder. What's it called? Right at the top of the cylinder where the piston ring slides up and it's got the little thing.
That's just the ring groove.
Yeah, but they call it something else. I'm tired. I can't think of what it's called. I've got the actual tool to cut them out. Anyway, I just put the regular damn piston rings on it.
Oh, you're
I didn't-
talking on top of the piston. Oh, okay.
Yes.
No, I thought you was talking the cylinders.
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Come on now. I what kind of engine builder am I? The gap, the groove, top of the cylinder, piston ring comes up, blah blah blah. I got
Ring
the damn.
lands.
Huh?
Ring lands.
Yeah, I got the damn tools. It's called a ring.
Ring lands.
Yeah, that's one word for it, but I always called it something else. Wow, I need to sleep. I need to eat. Actually, I haven't had nothing to eat today. I've had 3 shots of Fireball. The edge, basically, it's cut into it. But anyway, this one had none. It was, but it has number 8 and number 4. I'd have to look at the video again. I don't recommend anybody look at the video. It's horrible, but it has rust pitting like horribly bad. I ended up using a stone hone and then the dingle ball to try to get it. Like, I was like, good enough. And I got all kinds of shit for that too. They're like, oh my God, you got to send that off and get it. No, I don't. It'll run. I'm from the generation. My dad was 45 when they adopted me in 1975. So, you know, he just passed away 2 years ago. He was 84, something like that. He's from that old school where you'd go to a gas station, filling station, and you, hey man, my oil pressure went down a little bit. She's smoking. All right, pull her in here. And they pull her on that great big old hydraulic. You know, you pull in and they set it, and the car's leaning halfway to the left, and they would pull all your rods and mains, and they just change them right there, and they just run emery cloth. They didn't do the shoestring trick or nothing. They just run emery cloth up underneath there and just got her cleaned up good enough, blew it all off with, you know, some kind of cleaning solvent, and then just put the shit all back together, and you picked it up that afternoon.
Well,
You
that's
know,
a little better than some. I mean, I've seen, you know, Slick 50. Throw a quart of Slick 50 in.
Yeah. Oh my God. Slick 50. I haven't heard that name in a while.
Takes an hour and a half to pour the quart in because it's so thick, but
yeah. You might as well just throw honey in there. But I actually,
but
when I put the oil, I
ring
put the
seal
oil.
actually works.
Yeah, it
That's
does.
what I'm running in my Massey.
You know what also works?
A little. And I'm not splitting a tractor. I'm not doing it.
You don't want to do that. My dad in his later years, that's all he did was work on tractors. And I went over there to help him a couple times, and I was like, you're crazy. I ain't doing this. I actually gave him one of my engine hoists because he was trying to lift a John Deere B model. He was trying to lift the radiator in by himself, and he's 78, 79. And my stepmom called me and said, Jay, get over here. Your dad's trying to lift this heavy ass thing into this tractor, and he ain't doing it. And I said, all right. So I grabbed one of my engine hoists, a fold up. You know, the Harbor Freight fold up before there was Harbor Freight. I mean, this thing is cheap. And I went over there and I helped him put it in, and he was cussing the whole damn time about having to be helped. You know, he's from that mentality. I don't need your damn help. I got this. No, you don't. So I left it there, and my mother or my stepmom walks out, and I'm screaming at my dad. Don't you dare lift another one of these things without this hoist, or call me. Call my brother-in-law, your son-in-law, whatever. Don't you dare do it. I got this son of a bitch. God damn it, I can do it. You know, he's one of them. And I'm like, I don't care. And then finally I walk outside. My stepmom's out there just laughing. And I'm like, he ain't going to let me help him. Oh, I'll give him hell. He'll make me help him. I was like, whatever. And that engine hoist is still over there. But actually this winter,
I told John this. I think I told Buzz and a couple other people. He has he had a Ford tractor that hasn't ran for years. One of them 9Ns or 7Ns or whatever the hell they are. There's so many of them, but it's the bigger one, and it ain't run for. No, it's not the Jubilee. I do know that one. Dalton's got one of them, but it might be the 9N. I can't remember. But it sat for years. He got it running, and he used it to just kind of scrape the driveway and stuff like that. And it ain't ran in years. And when he got bad with cancer, he just couldn't work on it no more. So it just sat, and then everybody she said was going to come work on it hasn't. I said, well, looks like I got a winter project for the YouTube channel. So I'm going to take my boys, all three of them, if I can get my oldest one to help, and we're going to go over there one day and either do a live getting it run, or I'll, film it and get it running, because I helped him on the tractor. I know what's wrong with it. So I'm going to.
And they're super simple.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
As long as it's a 9. The 8
Yeah.
and the 2N with that stupid distributor that's in the front. I hate them things.
Yeah. This one's not that.
Yeah,
But,
adjust your timing by reaching in between the belt as it's running. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad cussed about those too. But I helped him with a lot of tractors, and I thought, you know what, I'll just do this. And I talked to my stepmom, because it's actually her house and her shop that it's in. And I said, I'll just do that. I need something to do in the winter, and I'll go over and I'll do that. And because I'd worked on a bunch of them like that. But I'll record it and do it with my boys. So it's me and my boys putting together my dad, getting my dad's tractor back. So that's if I don't get struck by lightning for touching his tools and his friggin' tractor. So he was pretty particular about me not working on his shit. And
if it is one of those front distributors, though, I'll bet you it just needs the points cleaned up and then run new wires, because they rub on that metal tube that runs down the center. They rub in there, and then they start arcing out, and then they won't.
Well, this one,
I worked on too many of Denny's. I was always over there trying to help that guy.
This one here, where the sediment bowl goes up in the fuel tank, leaks like a sieve. Typical, it needs to be, because everybody just wants to use plumber's tape, or no, you got to get the stuff that's made for gas. You can't just use plumber's tape or this liquid Permatex or that I use all the time. You got to use the stuff that'll hold for gas.
I'm going to do a video on that. That's my next video. People that use RTV on a carburetor, anything to do with gas. I got to do a video on that.
Nope, you don't do that. That is automatic going to be leaking in a month.
Yep.
It'll last you for a little while. I don't even like using RTV. I'm sure if you watch my videos, I do not like using it. I use that shellac, the high tack or something like that, or that Permatex Indian head bottle. If you let the friggin', especially with Felpro, if you let the gasket do its job, it'll do its job. They're designed to not have anything on them. So
the blue ones, the ones with the rubberized cork.
Well, yeah, that's what I ended up putting on this Pontiac. But
the old school ones, you had to smear them up. But these new ones that are rubberized with the blue in there, they're made to seal with minimal.
I just use the high tack, Permatex high tack. It helps stick it on there, especially if you can't turn the engine upside down, like for an oil pan or something like that. It just helps stick it up on there. But I use this stuff like all my semi and all that stuff. It's basically liquid plumber's tape. But I've seen people try to use this on carburetors and fuel stuff. Don't. It will not last. Take a
Yeah.
little bit of it, let it dry, and then pour some gas on it.
Yeah.
It'll be gone in 15 minutes. It'll be
You're
mush.
describing my next video.
Yeah. But, you know, people don't realize RTV just isn't RTV. If you're going to use it in oil pan, you got to use black. If you're going to, you can use black for everything. But if you're going to do an oil pan, you use black. You can use blue or red on a water pump because it'll hold. You're not got oil in there. But if it's got any kind of oil, it's got to be the black. You can't the ultra black or
ultra gray too.
Yeah,
But
ultra
that's
gray.
Expensive.
Yeah, I got a tube of that dried up that I poke a hole in the end whenever I need some to shoot out.
You're gonna get it all out because that stuff is expensive.
Yep. I've got mice in here. 3 of them just went flying by me. What are you doing, Dixie? Come on.
I buy it by the tube, by the caulk tube though, the black.
Yeah.
Doing a lot of China rails and stuff like that, you know.
Yep.
Because that's the first thing you do is take those stupid gaskets they give you, and you do the same thing you do with that auto light. You turn around about 6 times with your eyes closed and throw them.
Yep. I actually with Blanche. Oh my God, Dixie, it's thundering. She's getting crazy. Blanche's 351 modified. They put a aftermarket intake on it, and they use that damn China wall gasket.
Yeah.
And it's poking out, and there's oil coming out of it, of course. So I'm like, okay, whenever I do that oil pump here next weekend or whatever I'm going to do it, I'll pull that friggin' intake and change that out too, because never ending. But I have to, and I got to make sure that thing's safe, because I think for No Name Nationals, Amber's mom and her aunt, her mom's sister, are going to drive that to cycle for me.
Oh, really?
So I'm trying to find a couple of used GoPros so I can have one pointing out and one pointing at them, and I want that shit recorded from the time they leave this driveway until they get there. They're from South Chicago Heights. They have the attitude of the South Chicago Heights, and they are direct descendants of Hatfield McCoy. So
this could be interesting.
They bitch, complain, and argue and cuss about people constantly with that South Chicago Heights accent, and I want that all on camera. It'll probably be its own video. When somebody pulls that in front of them, yeah, you son of a bitch, fucking mama, you know, I want all that stuff, because they cuss like you would not believe, and I'm a truck driver and I don't cuss this bad. So, yeah, I'm gonna get all that. Then Amber's gonna drive probably the Javelin. We'll probably take the Javelin. Artemis is gonna have to be on a trailer. There ain't no way I'm going to be able to get, because it's taken so long to get parts. I wasn't sure if I was even going to be able to bring it for a while, and I don't have time to get all the registration done. I called Vermont, and they just, I ain't going to get it in time. I've been trying, and they said, no, it ain't going to happen. So, because then Thursday, I'm taking my pickup with I got a 5th-wheel camper, 33-footer that I'm bringing down. And then I got either my buddy or my son's going to drive some stuff. One buddy's going to take Artemis down on a trailer down there, so it's down there. Blanche is going to be driven down. Javi's going to be driven down. If my son wants to take the GT350 Mustang, it's coming down. So I may have, you know,
holy cow.
It's only 189 miles from it. It's not like it's, you know, and so I might have a whole bunch of cars, and because of track, you know, rules, I may not be able to run them. So I'm not. That's why I haven't made a call out. I want to go down there and see if because I'm not going to change a whole bunch of shit just to do a call out in the parking lot, you know. So if I get down there, I'll run it through tech, and if they'll let me run I'll run. But
If
I don't
not,
build
we
race
got the car
cars.
show, the Burnout
Yeah,
contest.
people can
There's
come look at the cars, sit in them. Hell, I'd let people drive them if they want to drive them around down there, as long as they're careful with them. Especially Artemis, he's dangerous. But
you had your tetanus shot.
no, I don't think I'm caught up. But no, I just want people to be able to. That's my purpose. Before I even started the YouTube channel, was saving these things to make sure people could enjoy it. Hey, come check out this car. I bet you ain't seen one of these in a while. Artemis is the top dog when it comes to that. Good luck finding one of these, and people can get in the back and do whatever and take pictures, but I don't care. I like the fact that I have stuff that it don't have a sign, do not touch. I'll go ahead and touch it. It could use a spot of oil over here on this part of the paint, and it could use a scratch there to match the one on this side. So I don't mind people. The only one I want people to be careful with is the javelin, because if you touch it the wrong way, it'll probably just fall apart. It's kind of a baby Mopar. So, see you, Landon. I'm about there too. It is time for bed. And my only problem is I need to get across the waterworks. It is raining like crazy.
Yeah, I'm about there too. I couldn't think of ringlands. My brain it shut off about an hour ago.
Ring Ridge. It's Ring Ridge. I have a Ridge Reamer. That was
Ridge
what my
Reamer,
see now I think of it. And 25 people left this thing 15 minutes ago. What a moron. Yeah, that's what I was like. Now I remember. But now I better get off here too. It was fun. I
it's
needed
great
this
seeing you
because,
this week,
man, I was having son of a bitch, this carburetor. But that's how it goes. I should have learned my lesson the last time, and I didn't. So, but
and Edelbrock, you'll be so happy with.
Yeah, I am. Like I said, I threw one on that Javelin, drove 2,000 miles, didn't touch it. I didn't touch it. This damn thing, I couldn't even. I've got the whole setup, the cams, I've had it for years. I can change all the cams. I know how to do all that shit. So before anybody looks at it, you just don't know how to do it. No, I know how to do it. They sent me garbage. So that's just how it goes. But, yep, I better get out of here, man.
Same thing. I mean, his looked just like the one that we got, too. And the base is just warped.
Yeah.
Set it on a pane of glass and rock it back and forth.
Oh, I had Holly tell
That's
me
when I
everything.
said I'm done.
You tightened them down too tight. Really? What's too tight? You tell me. Tight, so not tight that the gas flows out from underneath the frickin' base plate, or just tight enough where the thing's so warped that you need to put a really thick gasket under it. It should be planed perfectly flat. There should be no wobble. This one is not that. It's not that. You can take it off and the gasket looks great. It's the actual machining in the bowl is bad. But the last one that I have in pieces because I threw it, I was so fed up, it was actually the metering block was warped.
Yeah. Just like
and
Travis's.
Like, are you kidding me? You pay that much for something, you shouldn't have it. Even their cheap line ain't cheap.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, but
and
anyway.
The spacer they gave us was really bad. The Mr. Gasket that was $20, 19 whatever, was actually closer.
I use those. I got a bunch of them around here.
Me.
The only thing I don't like about them Mr. Gasket ones is they got that indentation where they put Mr. Gasket.
Yeah.
Or the part number.
They do have premium ones though that don't have that.
Yeah.
And the Summit Racing one,
their
Summit's brand, which I'm sure is made on the south side of China. It's the same thing. It's smooth too. It doesn't have that groove in it.
Yeah. I just if I can't get it to work, I'll fill them with JB Weld or something.
Yeah.
Sand it down. That's all you can do. Because around here we don't have anything but that. I'd have to order
And
everything.
JB Weld will hold and it doesn't shrink. So
Yeah. Yep. So, oh. Yeah, it's starting to light me pretty good. I better
well,
get
I
my
better
butt in
let
the
you
house.
go there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
I am.
I'm gonna go get something to eat. I haven't eaten nothing. You can't tell. 3 beers in, and I'm woo. No, I'm actually pretty good. I'm just tired. I've been out here since 7 o'clock this morning. So, but I got a lot to do and no time.
I hear you.
And it's raining so hard. I have a river outside my garage.
You're
And I
gonna
forgot
need
to
a canoe
unplug
to
my
get
lights.
you to bed.
Yep. But I better go.
It's
BareRose,
great.
I appreciate you letting me have you on.
No problem. You're welcome anytime.
Yep. Take care.
And we'll see you on the next one.
Yep. See ya.
Get the metal hot out there.
Yeah.
And everybody that's left in the chat, great seeing y'all. And we'll do this again next week. And in the meantime, everybody get out there and let's get some metal hot. We'll see you on the next one.
See ya.